Yeah, I don't know.
We're live.
We are live with 0 viewers.
That's good. We're trying to figure out all the technology side of things.
Yeah, it is.
Google, get your act together. It's harder than it should be to kind of figure out how to best do comments and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, it's crochet.
I don't know what it is.
Where's the supposed to have talk about?
This is where the
Keen
YouTube
and
comments
too
should
early. Off to make a cuppa. Hello, Ross and Kelly. How come they're on, but yet it says we have 0 viewers?
They were on, they might not be on right now.
Okay.
Although I don't think it's 100%.
Oh, they don't have the link, so they can't find it.
There's a link on Twitter.
Yep. Is really you can copy and paste it for me. Getting the link now. Oh, we have 2 viewers. Hello.
Hey guys.
Sorry, guys. We were like, we were trying to find the link for this for Deb of Dan's Epic Vlog. Deb is Dan's mom. So I am trying to find where it was tweeted, and I don't know why of the nights of all nights I've gone completely techie negative or something. So we have got our equivalent to beer sweets for some of these questions. See how personal they can get. I think if they get too personal, Morg will just be like, "You can answer that." I guarantee you, if a real personal question comes on, Morgan's just be like, "You can answer that."
Yeah.
Or he won't even read it. He won't acknowledge it. I'll have to be like reading it for him.
I've just retweeted the link, so hopefully that helps people.
Yeah. So I think like we have a list of questions that we have gotten all week from people, and I have the TMI tag here. Oh, what's this? Hello, Eric. How are you? A good Smith's toy shop.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that is. That was from Santa, I'll have you know. I don't know if Santa knows Smiths.
He buys some of his stuff locally, I think.
Okay, well, Santa made that with his own 2 hands. Santa's blood, sweat, and tears went into that kitchen over there. Capture Gamer Mickey, hello!
Hey,
nice
bud.
to see you. Yeah, Mickey actually got us to 3,350. So yeah, I think what I might do is jump into one of the questions that we got asked, and it's
show them how old school you are.
I wrote on paper. Yeah. So why did we start vlogging?
Well, it all starts with your channel, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I suppose my channel's like old. Like it's been there for a good while. I started posting videos that were craft related. So anything that I'd made, like crochet hats or any kind of project like that, I used to post videos up, and I just was basically with the knitting and crochet community alone, all the crafty ladies out there, crochet geek. So that's kind of what happened. And then when we went through our bout of infertility, I didn't want to know YouTube, nothing. I just kind of I kind of just stepped away from being on camera. And then it was after we had the kids that Morgan kind of...
We just started posting small clips. And I posted a few to mine, and I think you posted a couple to yours.
Yeah.
And then we just decided around New Year's, and it had nothing to do with New Year's whatsoever. It wasn't like it wasn't a plan or anything. We're just like, we'll give it a go and see.
Yeah. I think as well the important thing, we'd been watching Shay Carl, but more importantly, the actual vlogger I think that influenced us both to start was It's Judy's life.
Yeah.
She is a fantastic family blogger, her and her husband and their kids. So that's kind of what started the family vlogging.
I think it's our type of vlogging in the way that like we have fairly small lives, and it's just pretty much what we do in the house and stuff. And Neen works and I work. We don't. It's not big adventures we go on. But I like in Judy's like it's like a lot of it's self-contained, kind of within them going to the shop and them in the sitting room and stuff like that. It's just their daily lives. It's just real stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
That's what, like, can get boring, but hey, we're not going to be putting on a show like either. We're just going to be us.
No.
I'm going to jump on. In our opinion, will YouTube ever replace old-fashioned TV?
It's a difficult. I think old-fashioned TV was about people being entertained. So I think YouTube is, rather than replacing it, it's just an evolution of old-fashioned TV. I think online entertainment has replaced TV already.
Yeah.
I think so. Because even people watching TV, a lot of people are streaming stuff that was on TV online in their own time, in their own way. So I think YouTube, or an evolution of YouTube, will replace TV as we know it. What do you think?
Yeah. Can you put live chat on, please? Is it not on?
It must be acting.
I don't know. And I think Dan's Epic Vlog messaged me there. Who's the most underrated vlogger? Oh, I think, is that on now? I'm sorry, guys. Like, does anyone else, when they're doing a Google Live Hangout thing, always feel like you're completely novice or something when it comes to this? No matter how much you prepare. Oh. So, hang on a second, I need to read this more. Dan says, hey, if you start a live event on YouTube by going channel, live events, then set one up for now, then you'll be on YouTube and people can comment. So are we not on YouTube?
I thought we were on YouTube.
Thanks me, Dan. Hang on, we're going to have a gander. So I suppose I'm going to jump right into another question that was for me. Hang on. Neen, what's your 3 pet peeves? I have to narrow them down to 3. Okay. Laziness in people. I don't like laziness. And I suppose in the laziness category, I can put inconsiderateness and selfishness. Yeah? Yeah.
Well, that's 3.
That's 3, yeah. I can throw that out. 3: laziness, selfishness, and inconsiderate people.
Yeah, we're not on YouTube.
No? Oh.
I don't know why.
Oh. Guys, we're not on YouTube, so we need to... What do we need to do? We have 7 viewers here. Do we try going on YouTube and, like, invite everyone back in, or do we just stay chatting here?
Don't know. What do you guys think?
Someone leave a comment. I don't think this group chat thing is working.
No. So I have group chat on here. I'm looking at it, and I'm not seeing anything. So.
No. And I'm on Twitter at the moment, so if anyone needs to get in touch with us, you can get in touch with us via here. Get in touch with us on Twitter.
We did loads of planning for this, and
we
nothing's
really
coming.
Planned. Like, we were like...
Spent half the evening trying to make sure everything was ready, and it just doesn't work when you need it.
Lads, I'm in the Hangout, so I'm always late. Oh, can't find it. Where's the link? Loads of people. I think you are on YouTube. So the most underrated vlogger. Hang on. Who would be the most underrated vlogger?
Right, I'm going to mess with the screen when Neen's talking for a second.
The most, I'm trying to think. Do you know what? I would probably say The Woodhouse life, I think.
I think I would agree with that.
Yeah. I think they're very, I think what you see is what you get. I don't see any pretense when I'm watching their vlogs. Just to me, I feel like that's exactly how they would be if I was set in there with them.
I think so.
And I really like that. I like just normal, natural
I think
vloggers.
I know there's vloggers that are kind of like,
Go on YouTube so we can chat. From Deb, I found you on YouTube from Angie. So Maureen's messing with the screen to see what's going on there.
yeah, I'm not seeing you on YouTube.
Yeah, so I don't see it on YouTube. So how do you go on YouTube? Could I read out what Dan said again?
Yeah.
Guys, if you're still with us,
Thank you.
thank you. I'm really sorry. Go on your YouTube, but the comment box only comes up if you start the live chat through YouTube instead of Google Plus. So we have to come out of Google Plus and start a live thing on YouTube. Okay, so guys, we are going to come out of here.
I'm gonna see if I can do it first. Where would we do that?
Dan said you start a live event on YouTube by going into channel, live events. Would it be my channel, Dan? Maybe in the video manager. Live events there.
Oh, video management.
Yeah, go back to video manager. Live events underneath it. Yeah, we're live control room. Maybe if you click on that. Are we here? Stream status okay. So total viewing time. Broadcast right. No, nothing is there. So maybe press. I wonder, is that working? Oh, there's my live events there.
Oh, video management. This is trippy.
That is weird. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like we're supposed to be on YouTube, and they have it here. Like we can see the video on YouTube in the events kind of page, but not on the not on the front page.
So the Nestcop show says, "I'm watching you guys on YouTube, so you are on YouTube."
Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
So I don't know. Can you enable the live chat so we can comment? It mustn't be enabled, the actual live chat part, though.
It says here.
Oh, Morgan's just clicked it.
No, it's already on, but it's just.
So maybe if you go out and come back in.
I'm going to turn it off and then turn it back on.
Yeah, so now try save changes. Okay, so I'm just going to jump into another question. So those were my pet peeves. Where does the name Obi come from? And is it Irish? So, okay, I'll just answer.
I am a typical man. I cannot multitask. I'm staring at this.
So, Obi, that's what we've shortened his name to. His birth name is Oberon. So where we first found that name in is a play by William Shakespeare. We were only like 17 when we discovered the name, and we absolutely just both fell in love with it. And we had only just recently got engaged at 17, and we'd always said, like, no, when the time comes, if we ever have a son, that's what we would call him. And throughout all our life, we always agreed just on that name. No other boy's name did we agree on but Oberon. And then it wasn't until I was pregnant with Robin, and we were wondering, we didn't know whether she was going to be a boy or a girl, and Oberon was going to be the name, that Morgan had kind of said we could shorten it to Obi, like kind of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And yeah, so that's where it came, and I just fell in love with the name Obi even more kind of than Oberon. And so he's christened Oberon. We just recently got engaged at 7. But we call him Obi.
We've
So,
never actually called him over on it at all.
never.
And if somebody calls him over on it, fine, it feels weird.
Yeah.
I think he'll have to be the one to want to use that for us to be cool with it.
Yeah.
Because he's Obi to us.
Yeah. And when you look at him, like, I just can't imagine him being called. And like, I think one of the names we had was Noah. And I'm just like, I look at him and I'm like, my God, you're not a Noah.
He is not a Noah at all.
So, yes, I am looking again. Thank you so much. Oh, we found you on YouTube. People need to click the cube at the top right of your screen and it will show the chat.
Okay,
so,
that's really handy, whoever wrote that. It doesn't actually...
Anjanate.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Anjanate. So, there's a cube. Hang on, where did they say?
It wouldn't be in this, it'll be on YouTube.
On YouTube. So that will enable the chat.
Okay.
Thank you so much for taking time to just kind of bear with us while we get this up and running. Be part of this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a little kind of orangey thing. Would it be?
Oh, so that's really...
Yeah, is that it now?
We might not be seeing it because it's our event.
That's how can we comment then? Or answer people back? Neen, the Fosters favorited your tweet. Thank you very much, Fosters.
I think we are on YouTube, like was said,
Yeah.
and we're on Google Plus.
But is the live chat thing opened for them?
It says it's on. Like I don't know. It says it's on.
Let me just go a second. Okay.
This is what...
Oh my gosh, I do not like how the screen is frozen there. I'm watching. Thanks, Rick, very much for watching. Talk about Keen too early. Yeah, YouTube. Hello, Team Robinson. How are you? Safe Pet Haven. I'm on YouTube. My question is, how old is Sora now?
Sora's 8, I think.
Yes, she is 8 or 9 now. Yeah.
I think it's 8 going on 9 in...
Mm-hmm.
See, we got her October 31st, so she's kind of a Halloweeny cat, but she was born 8 weeks, maybe 6 to 8 weeks prior to that. So yeah, I think she's 8 going on 9 now. She doesn't look it. She's still fairly healthy and fit. You know, she's not lethargic or anything. She hasn't gotten lazy in her older years or anything.
No.
She's more active than she's ever been. She's in the kitchen right now, actually.
She is. She's sleeping by the dryer, her favorite spot. Yeah. Anything that we didn't vlog but we wished we had? That's a question from Dan's Epic Vlog, who says the cube is only on Google Hangout, not on YouTube. I'm just going to answer that question. I was saying that I think the birth of Robin and Obi, but in saying that, I don't know if I'd put them on YouTube. I wouldn't obviously be like selfie vlogging myself or having Morgan at the foot of the bed, you know, vlogging. So it would all be very neat. But you were saying definitely not Obi's.
I was at Obi's. I saw Obi's. And you wouldn't have wanted to have seen Obi's. You had a good view as and you didn't see anything. Obi's was traumatic, and I honestly think your version of it is far less traumatizing than if you had watched a real version of it.
Well, I had said that like Obi's birth wasn't easy at all, but I said whatever, like from my side of things, that's one thing, but for Morgan kind of having to be stood, actually seeing everything that was happening, I think that was very traumatic. Saying that, you didn't have the head coming out of your fandoodle, so
no. It was traumatic, but it's not something that sticks with me and I'm bothered about. But I think if we were watching it over and over again, or even rewatching the whole thing, I don't think I'd want to.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we had 13 viewers there. That was a lot. So that, yeah. What about you? Anything that you wish you'd vlogged that we
I
had?
think the one thing I can think of is I've said it before in vlogs. Oops. We edit the video every day that after we record it, so it goes up that night. But in order for it to go up that night, most of the evening doesn't get recorded at all. From maybe 9 o'clock onwards, so until we go to bed. So the nighttime really isn't vlogged. So that's a time that I probably we might miss not vlogging. You know, when the two of us are just hanging out.
Yeah.
But we won't get the vlog up if we're still filming stuff for the rest of the evening. So kind of the time in the evening that's just me and Neen doesn't get recorded at all.
No.
So if it ever looks like it's just a load of videos of Neen and the kids or me and the kids and not the two of us, it's because all of our couple time in the evening, we're just kind of hanging around and chatting and stuff. That doesn't get recorded. So that's the one thing that I'll probably regret not doing. But unless we go to filming the next day, or editing the next day, I don't think it's something we can get around.
Yeah. I'm just sorry, guys. I am in the middle of just trying to get onto YouTube to see is there a question or what's the conversation there that's happening. No, I don't see us on YouTube either.
I think one of the problems is we're viewing from iPads, and iPads don't always work.
Maybe. I suppose if you have questions for us, either the best thing is in this Google Live Hangout thing, or else Twitter. So I'm reading from Twitter. Still no live chat showing up on YouTube and no orangey thing or cube to click on. Huh. I think, should we come out and just try this again?
I think one of the problems, weird things are happening here.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a sweet. What are your guys' favorite kind of candy, sweet things to eat or desserts?
This is the cube thing, sorry to interrupt, that they're talking about when you're watching it.
Okay.
When you're watching it via like Google Plus. So you have to click on that and put open the Q&A. That's how people can on Google Plus. I honestly
And what
think
about on YouTube though?
I think YouTube's not working right tonight because it's enabled, and some people can see and some people can't.
So we're just trying to find out how we can open the live.
Well, I have the live thing open.
You are
here.
on YouTube watching you just now. Thank you. The camera. What cameras have you used for your videos?
It's
It's a Sony.
It's a Sony Handycam.
Yeah, HD. Morgan originally bought this years ago for me for Christmas. There's actually an old video of Christmas morning as me opening it for my crafting videos. So here it is new.
And you kind of just put it away in a box. So this is it. It's handy because that turns around.
Yeah.
So you can see yourselves. The downside is it's very close.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're filming?
You don't have it's not as widescreen.
It's not a very wide angle lens.
So when you're walking downtown, you were literally like stretching it out. So you'll see us coming. How many little ones would you like in the end?
We were talking about this today.
We were only talking about this today.
I think we will be happy with any amount of kids that we're blessed with. It doesn't matter how many. But we're very happy with the dynamic right now with Robin and Obi and the two of them. Yeah. We like Robin being the only girl and being special, and we like Obi being the only boy and being special. But anything that happens, we are more than happy with. I think because for how I was feeling, it was I know you keep kicking the table. I'm going to kick you in a minute if you kick it once more. But with the infertility, we spent 4 years not knowing if it would ever happen for us. So I feel really guilty by saying whether it will or won't.
But also Obi's pregnancy, the whole carrying Obi took an awful lot out of me, the pregnancy and the birth kind of took an awful lot.
Mm.
And even though because of how Obi was born, I would have like from the next pregnancy it would be a C-section. So it takes, we just have to think about it. And for now we're very, very happy with how many kids we have. So, I'm going to read out a question. Morgan, we know you love and collect football jerseys, as you're wearing one now. What is the one jersey that you want but you don't have?
The one jersey I want that I don't have isn't a football jersey right now. And it's cool. So in the NBA, the National Basketball Association in America, they controversially introduced short sleeves on versions of their jerseys. And people were going mad. Well, I saw the last day the Charlotte Hornets, which would be the basketball team that I really like and I've always supported since I was a kid. They have like a cool black short sleeve basketball jersey. And it says Buzz City on it.
Oh.
Instead of Charlotte, instead of Hornets. It's like a third kind of shirt. That's really cool. I was talking to my friend Chris about it on Twitter.
Chris Westfield?
Yeah.
They're watching now.
Oh.
Hello, Chris and Ashley, our friends.
But yeah, that's pretty cool looking. It's really nice. It's black. You call me a jersey whore, don't you?
Yeah. We have a few questions here. Okay, so I'm going to just get through some of them. So from the hooligans, right lads, I was going to do a Cork accent, but I was against it. Who do you wish you could collab with?
I think first and foremost, I wish we'd put more effort into collabing with everybody who we're actually chatting with, daily.
Yeah.
I mean, all the vlogger friends we've made, I'd like if we'd just be able to do hangouts every week and say we'd get to chat with people. Because I think...
Well, we are putting a bit more effort in trying to do Google Hangouts now with different people and talk kind of
because you really want
the comments. Yeah.
I think because when we had that first one, you get to know people a lot better, a lot quicker, just having a chat with them than just sending stuff back on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'd like to kind of just keep kind of having hangouts with the friends that we're making right now.
I would love to collab with Judy. I would love it from It's Judy's Life. Have cook-off war with Benji and just chat with Judy. Even though I would hope we'd have stuff in common because Judy's all makeup-y and beautiful and into her false lashes and everything, and I'm just like, what the hell do you put this on with? I've never done fake eyelashes or foundation or anything like that, so I would be lost. I would like that.
I think Robin would love it. Robin loves JB.
Yeah. If any of you have never heard of or watched It's Judy's Life on YouTube, go and watch her family. They're just fantastic. Tell them we sent you. She did comment though on our I'm getting in there, I don't care. She commented on our 100th vlog video I didn't tweet her, I didn't mention nothing, so just
we don't do that. We don't.
No, we don't. I won't be like, hey,
check out my vids.
Yeah, no. Comment on her video like, check out my video, please. Nothing like that.
It came out
at all. Just I was walking to work and I got an email. And I was like, it's Judy. Like, your kids are beautiful, or so. Congratulations on 100 vlogs. And I was like, who the hell is this fool?
You thought it was a fake fan, Judy's, because she texted me at work and just said, like, did Judy just comment on one of our videos?
So yeah.
So I double checked it, yeah.
That was that would be who we would like.
I think you'd like Sam and Nia as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are from the Nep Scots show. We're a new vlogger and would want to grow our channel. Any advice you guys can give me, would really appreciate it. First and foremost, I would say keep your vlogs genuine and true to life to begin with.
Thing,
yeah. Don't put on a show or feel like you have to put on a show.
You don't
For
have to be
other
happy
people.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like people can tell when you're being real and when you're not. And I think that's the main thing to start. Because there's lots of little tiny tricks that you'll see. I'd say don't be afraid to copy people's stuff, like the way people
edit
don't feel. What do I say?
I don't know.
Don't feel bad about learning from fellow bloggers, but at the same time, give them credit for it. Like we have no problem saying that we learned blogging techniques from Judy. We were probably initially inspired by Shay and Colette Butler. So they'd be a huge inspiration just because we've spent so many years watching them. Yeah. So there's things we learned there. I think a lot of the stuff
I like Samania's editing style.
Yeah.
You can always tell when I've had a Samania binge. when the camera
goes into the fridge.
when there's music and next thing the fridge door opens. Yeah.
So learn from everybody, watch people's videos, and then go and give them a shout out and say, like, I really like your videos, you're helping me a lot. I think, and I don't know, what else do you think?
I would think as well, support your other vloggers. I think that's a massive, big thing that all vloggers should be doing is like supporting each other. It's not taking it, it's like not competition. And I think sometimes some people treat it that way. And it's like, it's not a competition, just support each other. You're not going to lose views by saying this vlogger is great. Like, so I would say support your other vloggers, comment on other people's channels. That's how people are gonna see you when you're actively watching other people and commenting, you know?
I think Maker is the company it is now because they set up the station. And it was when they weren't, like when Shay and the kind of fellow, his community were fairly, not small, but they were growing at the time, and they all just pooled together and just supported each other. I think if you support each other, everybody grows and everybody learns, and I think that's the way to go.
We got from Angie and Napoleon, do you think vloggers really have time to watch other vloggers? Well, I think if you're expecting people to watch you, you should watch other people.
You're not going to be able to watch everything.
Like I couldn't watch everyone's daily vlogs every single day. That's why I kind of have a day, like Monday would be the Woodhouse life. I have like, I catch up on their week. And I'll just catch up like that. Now it's kind of, since Obi and Robin are just kind of getting to a place where they're more relaxed, I can kind of have a lot more vlogs on the TV in one go. So I could watch like 2 different families a day and just catch up on their vlogs. But I'd never expect, people to be watching my vlogs and me not bothering to support my other vlogging friends. Like, there's some vloggers that I've just only kind of heard of now, but I will be checking them out and going and watching a couple of their vlogs. Are you guys going to CrackCon this year?
We haven't spoken about CrackCon, have we?
No.
What was the one in London? That,
the summer in the streets or summer in the city.
It says I work full time. Neen works as well, and it's very difficult to kind of match up our holiday time together. And then there's the kids to consider as well. So a trip to London isn't really viable for us. We haven't even spoken about Dublin yet. What do you think? Do you think you go to CrackCon?
I don't know. I know, like, I really want to go to Dublin this summer with the kids anyway and do the zoo and everything, because we've actually never been out of Galway with the kids.
No.
So I kind of would prioritize doing a family trip, and I don't think we'd do 2.
Yeah.
So I would probably prioritize our family trip. So not this year. I don't envision it this year.
I think they're too young this year. I think they wouldn't enjoy it. It would be unfair. It would be us doing something for us rather than for them. And I think they're a bit too young for that. I think when they're a bit older and nap times aren't as big and stuff like that, then we would. So I think maybe watch this space and next year we might try Dublin or London. What do you think?
I think so, yeah. I know the Woodhouse Life are talking about doing vlogging in the valley.
That sounds great.
So that's something that we'd be really interested in. That appeals to us, yeah. Renting a house and all vloggers together. I already begged the kitchen. I was like, just leave me in the kitchen. I can do the cooking. We have then how did we meet?
Very romantic. Young teen love.
Yeah. first? Well, the very, very, very beginning was I had a friend, Susan. I was in an all-girls school. Morgan was in an all-boys school. I had a friend, Susan, that I used to sit beside in class. And Susan used to sit beside Morgan on the bus to and from school.
Mm.
And she kind of just turned to me one day and she was like, I have a friend that I think you'd really like. Nothing, it wasn't anything romantic because we were like 14.
Mm.
You should write to him, like pen pal style.
Pre-internet
yeah,
stuff, really.
Pre-texting, all that. So I wrote you a letter.
Yeah.
And Morgan wrote back and we kind of wrote a few and it dwindled off a bit.
Mm.
And then when we were...
You moved to England, didn't you?
I moved to England for a year. And then when I came back, Susan was always talking about Morgan, who she was in love with. And she was like, oh, you have to come and meet him and tell me what you think about him. So we went down to meet you. And it was love at first sight for me because I was just like, oh my goodness. I was in awe. And a few months later, we kind of met. We met at a college opening day, got talking, and that was that.
It really was that. Like at the college open day, like everything just clicked.
Mm.
And kind of, I thought to myself at the end when you were walking off, I was like, I'm going to,
I'm
going to make this happen.
We both we were with a big group of friends,
Yeah.
so we were both like bye bye, and kind of both kind of hovering, and said bye a couple more times, and then went our own way. But I turned around to look at him as he turned around to look at me.
That was the moment for me. That was the beginning of the rest of my life.
I think he's interested. I think she's interested there.
It wasn't even. I didn't think you were interested. I was a dumb guy. That wasn't the moment I thought, oh, I think she's interested. That was the moment I thought, I'm going to try for this, no matter what, whether it works or not.
Yeah. So we were 16.
Yeah.
And I was like it was 2, 3, 4 weeks after my 16th birthday. So, mm-hmm. And we were together ever since. Mm-hmm. What is the status of Neen? What's the status of your yarn stash? What yarns do you like using best or least? Textures and colors. So my yarn stash is very small compared to what it used to be. Textures. I like acrylics. I like red heart. There's some people that crochet and knit that are kind of snobby, that use only wool or stuff like that. But I like acrylics. I don't like using anything too hairy. But yeah, that's kind of where my yarn stash is. I haven't crocheted for ages, but my next thing to crochet is actually Charlie Brown characters now. So I'm going to make them for the film. It's sad because larger size vloggers don't want to help smaller vloggers. And we find the smaller size vloggers are so much more open and helpful. That is for sure. Sometimes I think if the larger vloggers just took time to kind of look at how Shay Carl changed. Who are they that I'm thinking of? My mind's gone blank.
I know exactly.
Samarika.
It's Samika Vlogs, but I can't.
They had a party for their 100th subscriber, or was it 1,000?
1,100.
Went to bed, and Shay Carl just stumbled on their video and gave them a shout out, and they woke up to thousands. A new life they woke up.
I think popular bloggers can sometimes forget that there's a lot of small bloggers that are putting in just as much work as they are, and they just haven't received a break, and they're just as committed. So I think give people, it doesn't matter if you have 100 views or 100 followers, 1,000, 3,000, 10,000. Just be kind of gracious to each other. Help people out who are starting.
We only started, we've only done 2 so far, but we've tried to open up a blogger of the week.
Yeah.
And just like that, trying to, anyone that watches us to kind of just say, hey, go check them out. It doesn't mean they're going to subscribe, but if they just get a view, but a lot of people, everyone we watch, they're fantastic, and you put the time and effort in.
That's the thing, you see the time and effort people are putting in. Everybody's committed, everybody's working hard.
Yeah. Look at me finding all the Scottish friends. I'm trying to see what else we have. Do we plan to continue vlogging for a certain time or forever?
There's two parts of this.
Yeah.
I think, okay, the first part is when we started, we were like, we didn't commit to any time, but we said we'll probably just go for a year. You know, just for a year, we'll
just
get off our butts and do it.
We'll commit for a year to definitely vlog every day.
So I think that was the initial kind of thought. After that, then we were thinking, well, it would be nice if we were able to vlog for the few years that the kids won't remember. So, you know, the first few years of your life, you've no real memory of. So if we have that covered at least, then the kids will have those few years that they would have lost otherwise. So now the way it's working is the kids will be able to see their entire childhoods as they were growing up. So I think our minimum commitment right now is probably just the first 2 or 3 years of Obi and Robin's life. After that, I wouldn't even speculate what. I mean, the internet is changing so much. I think I'm not as into kind of, I don't know, like Facebook and Snapchat and stuff, that kind of thing. But I think Periscope is interesting enough, as in live feeds. And I think it's going to get a lot more live feed. What do you think?
I think so.
I
like Periscope.
I like Periscope.
I wish there was, well, I suppose not, but like, so far we haven't had any like rude comments on it. But you know, I don't want anything appropriate said about the kids by any nut job weirdo perverts out there.
Can you set up Periscope so that people subscribe to you, and only the people that subscribe to you can watch you?
I don't know, but I do want to say hello to Deb.
Hey, Deb.
I love Deb. Anyone that doesn't know who Deb is
Dan's epic mom.
Yeah, Dan came out of Deb's Fundoodle, and she has a YouTube account. You can find her if you search on YouTube for Deb's Web, and she is, like we've been talking about, just spreading the love in the vlogging community. She is the ultimate spreader of love. I could be taken up so wrong, but you know what I mean, Deb. She posts weekly videos, so go check her out and say hi. Larger vloggers sometimes forget where they come from. Oh, and for Susan, the Patton's Divine hair, wool with mohair that you sent me, it wasn't too fuzzy at all. It was really, really lovely to use. I made a shawl, and I made some blankets, and I actually have some more there that I was going to kind of do up a teddy bear with for Robin. So no, that was perfect. Thank you very much. I'm looking, Rick, the Smooth Bear. I don't know if any of you went to his live question and answer as well. We made it back to catch a bit of it, so I was really,
You
really
should have
happy.
seen us in town. It was funny. So I was tweeting you in the cinema before the film started, and then the minute we came out, I was on my phone and I was trying to watch it from my phone. But we both have Windows phones, and for some reason it wouldn't let us watch the live stream when we were kind of en route home. So the minute we came in, we turned it on, and we were able to get a good bit of the second half, weren't we?
Yeah.
And it was great. Well done.
I
found it really interesting. Considering there was so many people in there, the conversation went really well. It was fun to watch.
Would you like a sketch done of the whole family?
A comedy sketch. What do you think? About my actors.
No, I think he's talking about
I know, I'm joking.
art. What? Okay, Geeky Irish Vlogs. Are you talking about art or acting? Because I don't want like a Mrs. Brown portraying me, okay? Agnes Brown. If you're talking about art, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, I don't know what they're offering. He's like, heck, now I need to. Oh my goodness. He's only on the coke. Yeah, that's like product placement. Actually,
we'll just
tweet us a photo. Tweet us selfies that you're taking with us in our coke right now. We can get a coke placement.
Yeah.
And I would say cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We need more coke. We need just coke cans scattered all over the place.
Oh my goodness. Art. Yes, he was talking about art.
I was thinking,
are you offering?
I don't know why, but the first thing that popped into my head is when Mickey Rooney played the Japanese guy in Breakfast at Tiffany's, you know, the really racist, insulting thing.
What about his art? Oh,
no, about if it was a comedy
sketch. Oh, a sketch.
Mickey Rooney playing Robin in a racist fashion.
Oh my god! What? Oh my goodness! I'm taking the Haribo away from you. Yes. So sorry, I'm reading. How has being parents changed your life? I suppose, like, well, I was always maternal.
You're always very maternal.
Oh, anyway, but I suppose, like, you just have to put the crap like that, you know, you'd usually be overthinking about, or you just put someone ahead of yourself, and that's kind of it. Just everything changes, I would think. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but I've just completely changed being a mum. I think.
So, yeah.
Like even down to like what I want on the TV, what I want as background noise for the kids. Everything's just changed.
Yeah.
And like my mama bear claws got really sharp when I became a mum. So yeah, I just have changed a lot.
I think you're the same person, but instincts kick in. And you kind of just evolve as a person.
That's it, yeah.
I'm a lot more kind of, I don't know, like Neen saying, it is a little thing, but like the things that we're happy and willing to watch. I don't like seeing anything to do with kids getting hurt or anything like that. Or
you should have question answer on the left side of your screen. Oh, there's like questions coming up, but they're midway, so.
So the thing is we're getting comments from YouTube and we're getting comments from Google Plus.
Yeah.
So we're getting comments from both of those areas. So I don't know why it's not working for some people. And it wasn't working for us. We couldn't even see our video live on YouTube, but I can now. So I don't know. It sounds like there's like issues going on.
So Geeky Irish Vlog said, I couldn't work to save my life, but my girlfriend could. I'll get her to do one for you. Wow. That is brilliant. That would be brilliant. Thank you very much. Wow, that's really, really nice. Thank you. I'd absolutely love that. So we are just having a look again at this Google chat thing. I also have the TMI tag that we can do. I think, did I answer everyone's questions though? No, I didn't. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
Oh, this could be good. What's your most embarrassing thing?
I don't know. There's been so many.
That's the thing. You've had embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
God.
Well, we could pick the most recent one, which we vlogged about, which was when I felt a part of my body that has always been there but didn't feel.
You're gonna have to give the full story.
I was. I can't do it.
Go on.
I was doing a breast self-exam. Keeping in mind I am one tired mama and wasn't really paying attention to doing it, so I should have been doing it to begin with. I'm kind of like looking around the room and just kind of, it was 5 minutes by myself and I was tired. And I felt what I thought was a lump, quite a lump. I won't describe the lump. And I had a sheer moment of complete horror and fright until I realized what I was feeling. Was my nipple.
I love that story.
Oh my god. That was my most Now you go. Morgan never does anything embarrassing.
I don't. It's funny for my wedding, my godfather. I don't know if you heard that. That was Molly having a groan. For our wedding, my godfather was my best man, and he searched high and low to try to find embarrassing stories, and he couldn't find any. I think it's because I'm a bit boring. What do you think?
I wouldn't say you're boring, but I would say you're precautious.
Okay. That's a nice way of saying I'm boring.
No, it's not that you're boring. You're just you wouldn't like do something if you were unsure of it.
The only time I've been really embarrassed is when I was texting Neen something coming home. I accidentally sent it to my friend.
That was embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
It was a very
It wasn't
personal
that bad,
text message.
but yeah.
Embarrassing
Text
for me.
from a husband to a wife.
That's how we describe it, yeah. Text that only a husband would send a wife.
Yeah.
How do we get off this thing and maybe see? So yeah, this being I would be the embarrassment between us. I do like like today at this coffee shop, I almost walked into such a douche.
Oh, that was so funny.
I was sitting down and I noticed a couple standing up and they had like a really awesome double buggy, and they had a child in the play area and another child in the buggy, and the woman stood up and she looked very pregnant, like very bumpy pregnant. So I was saying, oh, I'm admiring your buggy, and we kind of got talking. And then I was about to say, geez, you're going to have your hands full with 3, young kids, until I realized that the child that was in the buggy was only only I would say a week old baby. So that could have been really awkward. But that's the kind of things I say.
That happens quite frequently to you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just put my foot in it so many times. Yeah, I'm not even going to go into. I'd insult somebody, I'm sure, about what I said to my friend, and it turns out her family was of the same
just
background. Yeah, we won't talk about that. What do your real friends think of your internet friends?
I don't think they know.
I don't really know. Well, our real friends are watching. Chris and Ash, what do you think of our internet friends? Tweet us. Let us know what you think of our internet friends.
I don't think nobody in work with me watches the vlogs.
Angie and Napoleon, that is the funniest nipple story. Yeah.
You're all free to take that story and pretend it was me and spread it.
Yeah.
Because that's a good story.
Nobody's going to want to pretend that they were the ones. They'll just like there was some really daft Irish woman. She thought her nipple was a lump. Oh my goodness. I know Deb from Deb's Web was like tweeting me, asking me how my nipple was a couple of times this week. So yeah, it's fine.
You have the TMI questions, did you?
I do, I think somewhere. Hang on. We had another one here. What is the hardest thing about vlogging daily? The editing. Because we don't do it a day in advance. So when you see a vlog on a Wednesday, it's been filmed on that Wednesday. So I suppose that would be kind of trying to get the editing done. Sometimes it goes up after midnight, but it's still the daily vlog.
A lot of the time it goes up after midnight, to be honest. If you ever notice date discrepancies, as in 2 videos one day, not one for not one day not having a video, it's purely because it went up after 12 and was counted as the next day. I think what's hard for me is when I come home, I have a really small window with the kids from about maybe 7:30 to 8, maybe 8 to 9:30. So maybe an hour and a half I have with them. And I like just playing with them. But I'm very aware that if I just play with them and don't video anything, then there's no footage of me with the kids. So the whole reason we're doing this is so that kids can look back at their early lives. Mm-hmm. That's why we're vlogging. We're not vlogging to become popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're putting them on YouTube as an incentive for us to do it.
Yeah,
You know?
and we enjoy the
And we
community.
enjoy the community, yeah.
And yeah.
But the main reason is so that kids have videos to watch when they're older. So that's what's hard for me is like in that hour and a half, trying to find time to actually video what I'm doing with them. Because when I come in, I just want to play with them. And that's what Neen has to kind of remind me, you haven't vlogged anything yet. I think that's hard. That for me would be the hardest.
I think I say to like, I'll say, have you vlogged or have you done, you know, you said hi. Just because otherwise it is just me and the kids and, you know, I'm not interesting. Like, so.
I disagree with that. I think the vlogs that have Neen and the kids are far more interesting.
I think the kids, I think just a video. But like really it's like, well, I'll always say to Morgan, like, you know, when they watch back, you know, you want to be in the vlogs too. It can't just be all up me and them. And like that's why I always encourage like you to talk about things that are of interest to you, because of course when the kids watch back, they're going to be interested to know what their dad when he was 31 was interested in.
I end up waffling and talking about boring stuff.
It's not boring. And if it's boring, just people won't watch. It's that simple, but the kids will watch it. Like we do, I appreciate like all our subscribers and the people that take time to watch. But I'm also very aware that, you know, if you're not interested, you're going to stop the video like. So, Ash from Chrisen, Ashley says, we find it to be a very interesting community, impressed with how you manage to do it all.
Thank you. You need to Skype us.
Yeah, we want to Skype. I really just want to see Ashley and be all like virtually grabbing you. And just like looking and being all excited.
Yeah, Skype us.
Neen Crochet. Oh, smile. Hang on. Smile. Keep smiling. Keep smiling.
Oh, what's for?
Have they done it yet? Oh, I don't know. I tweeted saying who can send us the best screenshot selfie. We're like that too. Niece is in bed till 6 every day, but I'm very conscious of him spending time with them, so we head to the beach. Yeah, like I absolutely anyone that as well. I think we all know each other, but still, the hooligans from Cork, go and check them out because I love their vlogs. They're always doing something really interesting and great with the kids.
They are always doing stuff.
Always, but you can see as well, it's not put on like
no,
for
it's
YouTube.
just
It's
like
genuine.
Spending time with one another. That's impressive.
I think so.
That's where I aspire to get to, as in for us to be able to find the time to be able to do more stuff when the kids are a bit older and to have a car to be able to do it.
Yes.
Anybody who doesn't know, we don't have a car, so it really limits what we can do. Like going to town's a big deal. Yeah. We can't just go, okay, we'll go off to another county for the day or anything like that. Like without it, like if we had a car, you could just pack everything in and not really worry too much. So when we have that luxury, then I think we'd be able to do a lot more with them. Right now, it's kind of our life is fairly small and insular.
It's like today we were talking about like just we walk to town, all around town, walk home. Like we could get the bus, but the kids just don't like the bus at all. So
Robin vomited the last time.
Yeah, she gets motion sickness. So I think we're planning a trip to Dublin soon.
Via the train.
Via the train. So
I think the train's the best option.
I definitely think the train is the best option because you have leg room to walk with Robin.
The only downside for anybody that knows Dublin is when you get the train, you have to get the train to Houston Station, so it's not in the city centre, the city centre. So we're still going to have to get the Lewis to get into town with the boogie.
I'm laughing. I'm smiling to myself. And Pauline tweeted, took a photo. You're supposed to be in it too. No, we look very. I look like a mannequin. But yes, I'm gonna find these TMI questions. But if you have any questions, really personal, tweet. He'll have to answer them.
Is tweeting the easiest thing?
I think tweeting right now. If you tweet Neen Crochet, I can read them easier. We need to have kids, so our vlogs will be more interesting. Cute kids make cute vlogs like yours. Well, I have to say, Mrs. Robinson, You were very cute. I was watching your challenge that you tagged us in this morning, and I was just laughing. I was like getting some pointers because you
You were
haven't seen
telling
it
me.
yet. I
No, I
kept it
haven't.
secret because I was going to do it live and like just copy some of your things that you're doing for him. But I was like, no, I was telling you about it some more. It was like make me laugh in the restaurant. So I was like pulling out all these jokes, and we're like, and then I just had to look at
I
you and I was
cracked
laughing.
eventually, yeah.
What did you crack at?
What's that?
Oh,
I cracked when she told the joke wrong and it backfired and she missed the punchline and got flustered and then I cracked. So I said, all you have to do is tell a joke badly.
really badly.
I was doing steely poker face and it was working for a good few jokes.
Yeah.
And then you flummoxed one.
I
found it
badly.
funny.
Yeah.
And I can't tell jokes.
I was like, lucky. I wouldn't even mind. This morning, I was researching. That's how competitive I get. I was like researching jokes for this, and then I was like, I'm gonna be the wife, the coolest wife ever, because I was researching dinosaur jokes and like learning how to pronounce those peckers' names. So,
in all fairness, the jokes she said were really good. I
Yeah.
had to work hard not to be laughing at them.
Still, one of my favorite jokes is. Why are pirates called pirates?
I wrote this joke.
They just are. Oh, it makes me laugh. I don't care about it. It really tickles me. And then like the other one that I really liked, but the Robinsons said it on their thing was, what do you call cheese that doesn't belong to you?
Nacho cheese. What was the first joke? Remember the first joke you ever told me?
Which one? The fluff one?
What's pink and fluffy?
Yeah, what's fluffy and pink?
Oh.
Pink fluff.
Yeah. Yeah, that won me over. That was a good one. That's a dad joke.
Yeah, that was just pure and simple. TMI. So I'm gonna go and check.
The kids are being very quiet.
They're being very, very quiet.
What should we show them?
If you had a sponsor, who would it be?
Cool, I think. Would you have a sponsor? What do you think? I think the dream sponsor would be Disney with kids. What do you think?
Yeah.
If we lived near to a Disneyland and Disney were sponsoring us and we're just like, come to Disneyland and bring the kids. I think that would be the ultimate sponsor.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, that's what Shay achieved. I know Disney buying Maker isn't a sponsor, but that link that they have is probably the dream scenario for a lot of family bloggers. I think that would be cool.
We got another snapshot. You're supposed to be in it.
How would they be in it? How does that work?
I thought they could be like that near the computer and take their selfies.
I get you. Yeah.
So Victoria, that's great. Be in it. We'll do it in a few minutes. We'll like count down. Where else was I reading? I wish I had more time with my kids. It's so hard when you're working. You try to make time, but it is hard. Like I'm with the kids a lot. I only work 3 hours a day, and those 3 hours are heartbreaking. Like I am pushing myself to work every single morning, just thinking I'm doing this so that when we apply for a mortgage, I'm working too, so it will go for us. And that's the reason why I'm working. And it's only 3 hours a day, and yet those 3 hours a day, I feel like I'm missing so much. So I don't know how you feel, Mark.
I find it really hard. This will be kind of a personal thing, but growing up, I always found it hard when my dad wasn't there because he worked like long hours and stuff like that. I never understood why, and kind of hoped that I'd be able to see him more and do more. But he was a hard worker. He worked as much as he needed to support us. And I'm in the exact same situation now. Like I've got a fairly long work day and kind of a long enough commute. And it's unavoidable. Like I can't see any way around doing that. Like financially, it's the only way that we can. The animation industry is largely in Dublin. So if we want to live in Galway, there aren't loads of options. So you just you do the best you can with what you have. So I don't know. I don't get to see the kids nearly as much as I want to during the week, and I can't really see. Well, I can't see any way around it. The only thing is, we've started kind of doing chats on FaceTime and stuff at lunch, and that's helping. So what I'm hoping is when the kids are like when Robin's a little bit older and she can actually sit and have a chat, then being able to have a midday chat with me will be beneficial to them. What do you think?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I think the internet is kind of helping in that way. So hopefully they'll be able to have a connection with me throughout the day, and then it'll make the fact that I'm gone so much easier for them.
Yeah.
But for now, I can't see any alternative to just me having the schedule that I have.
Mm-hmm. I would agree completely with you.
There's a question here, and it is a controversial one.
Oh, go on.
From FIFA Beast 101.
Okay.
So I came across in two comments. It was, here's a question. Who would you prefer, your mum or dad?
Jesus.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is that really a question, or are you just...
I'm not trying to wind you up. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure that we go through everybody's questions.
I refuse to answer. I prefer both my mother and my father. That's a really hard one. Right, okay. I'm in shock from that question. You haven't answered it. Answer it. We have, what is your top advice from Ash for new parents, and what do you predict?
Is this Dan and Ash, or is this Ashley?
No, Ashley.
Okay. All right.
Ashley. Okay, my advice for new parents is be prepared that everything you've said maybe to yourself while you're pregnant, that, you know, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. Don't feel like you have to stick to that rule book, because just do what works for you. Like, I swore I'd never give Robin a soother. Swore it. I said she was going to self-soothe. She'd never get a dummy. And if you watch our vlogs, you know she likes that dodie.
She is a demon for the dodie.
And like, we're cutting her off now. And this has been the third day that she has not had a dodie during the day. She's doing really good.
She's finding it hard, but she's doing really well. Yeah,
she's like the hand is going in the mouth. She needs like something with her mouth.
Yeah.
But I think she's doing really well now. The dodies are there at night, and once she gets over the daytime, then we'll tackle the night. But she's not even 2 yet.
Yeah.
So she's doing really well. But as well, then I know, like, when you're a very new mom, when the baby's like knows. You might feel pressured that you need to feel like you need to breastfeed, and I would say breastfeed as long as you can if that's your plan. But at a certain point, if you feel like you can't do it anymore, there's no shame in not being able to. And I think that's what a lot of mums feel. And sometimes the community and nurses make you feel that way too. If you can't, like, you know, it's your fault. You're almost waiting for someone. Like, that's what I did with the nurse with Robin. I waited for the midwife to kind of almost give me permission to say enough's enough now. And same with Obi. Like, I did nurse him for, was it 20 minutes when he was first born, and he still drank 5 ounces of a bottle afterwards. Like, for anyone that doesn't know, Obi was 11 pounds 7. He was a big baby. So, and the nurse came in then, and he was still hungry. And I said, well, I can try nursing him again. And she was like, he'll suck you dry. You're not nursing that child. And I was just like, I was so happy when she said it to me. It's not that I didn't want to nurse him. It was just,
Well, Neen touched on it earlier in the vlog. Like, she was really drained and unwell during Obi's pregnancy, because she was already unwell after Robin, and she had gallstones. And one pregnancy kind of nearly just went on to the other. So you were fairly unwell at that time. So it was kind of a relief to you to just get medical advice that wasn't the best solution for you or Obi.
Yeah. Geeky Irish Vlogs, hold on, you live in Galway?
Yes, we do.
We do.
The best city ever. If you're coming to Ireland, come to Galway. I think Ireland's small, you can go to lots of other places, but come to Galway and stay here as your base.
And hang on, let me take my charger out. Well, I'm telling you, that is one hot lady right there. There's a selfie. You are beautiful. Nice photo. But yeah, so we live in Galway. And as for what their careers are going to be,
I missed that one. What was it?
that's from Ashley. What do we predict they'll be like as in careers?
Oh,
I'll let you go first.
I used to joke when Robin was like first born. I was like, I want her to be a scientist slash footballer. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of, I was joking. I was like, because I don't think the profession, I don't think like the women's professional leagues get taken as seriously anywhere in the world as they should be. I think they should be up as equal status with the men's teams. But I'd love if Robin was like into sports and was like, I think what would, for me, maybe the dream scenario would be if she was into sports and actually had a passion for it, that she could be like on the Irish women's team or play for the Galway camogie or football team. What do you think?
I think so.
So that was always something I'm kind of like, girls should be able to do whatever they want. And if she has no interest in sports, that's cool. It doesn't make a difference to me. But if she does have interest, I'd love her to be able to reach her highest potential in that regard. And she's smart as a tack, so I always joke, scientist.
She's so caring, though. I think she'll be a nurse or doctor or something. I don't know.
She is very, very caring. Her whole day revolves around just her relationships with the things and people around her. You know, just nurturing those relationships, whether they be her toys or whether it's family members. Like when she walks into a room, it's hello to everybody. When she goes to bed, it's like good night to everybody. She's always giving people hugs and kisses. She's very, very caring.
Geeky Irish Blogs are visiting Galway for a couple of days next week. What days are you visiting Galway? I would love to meet you.
I think that's a plan.
That's a plan right there. Oh my goodness. Tell us what days you're visiting and have you got an hour or two free?
I think DM Neen about that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Gary Traynor is watching us.
Hey Gary.
He backs Galway.
Up United. The Galway 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Hooligans had a 12-pound, 15-ounce baby. Whoa, was that natural? Like,
we remember we heard about that last
yeah,
time.
I know.
Impressive. That
was
stopped us in
impressive.
our tracks.
And that kind of pissed me off that you bet my record. I was like, well, check her anyway.
She's not joking.
But that is like, whoo.
We have the charger down here.
I think we do. We're just getting the charger. No, maybe we don't. Did you bring down the charger? We have our baby monitor. So it's like needing batteries. It also, where I dropped it into the fire and had to fish it out, I was like, I'm not going to lose that. That costs a lot of money. That is a big, big baby. I'm trying to see, daddy or chips? Depends what kind of chips. McDonald's chips? So Morgan does work in Galway. He works out in Spiddle, in an animation company there. Really, really talented. He actually has a blog that you can see a lot of his design work on. It's Morgan O'Brien Art .blogspot.com. So go and check it out. We also had Victoria. Hello. You are so. Oh my God! All these female vloggers are just beautiful. I don't know. I think that's like something I talked about yesterday as well. I was feeling like all self-conscious-y because like I see all these female vloggers and they're all like beautiful and hair perfect, makeup perfect, and like I turn on the vlog sometimes and like my hair just be like whoosh. Like I washed my hair for this hangout, guys. I was like, I'm gonna wash it and leave it down, but like I wake up some mornings and my hair is like I've been pulled through a bush backwards. So, ladies, well done for looking so pretty on the owl vlogs.
You are the most pretty girl on YouTube. Naturally, look at this. Look.
He has to say that.
I don't have to. I choose to.
Okay.
Perfect every morning.
So, I'm going to move quickly on to these TMI questions. So, for anyone again on Twitter, Neen Crochet, if you have any questions, The more personal for Morgan, the better. I want to see you squirm.
I have been fairly good tonight at not answering questions.
He had. Have you noticed that? It didn't go unnoticed by me. Sometimes I overtalk to make up for the fact that he doesn't. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Even like at Morgan's family functions, his family, I'm the one talking like and socializing. Because Morgan, I would say Morgan uses me like a buffer. He just puts me in front of people, and then he knows he doesn't have. It's not out of rudeness. It's just out of.
Okay, opposites attract, and I'm not a big talker, so that's why I kind of chose Neen.
There's Gary Trainer. Where is he?
I think you have to angle it slightly.
Hang on. Maybe hang out. Gary, what are you doing to my computer screen? He's there, sticking out the owl tongue.
I like how you're all plugged in and stuff with chargers and things.
What did you take the photo on? Because that's your phone. Maybe your phone. Do you have two phones? Gary Trainer? A phone for Twitter and a phone for selfies. Yes, so TMI question number 1. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a jersey from there up and nothing from there now. You're the same.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it saves on laundry if you only wear half the clothes.
Yeah. I'm wearing a top from New Look that has swallows, doves, I don't know what kind of birds, swallows on it and flowers.
You've got, it's actually 2 types. So you've got swallows and you've got hummingbirds.
Oh. I love anything with birds on it, just with the association with Robin. Have you ever been in love? Ever had a terrible breakup? How tall are you?
I'm about 6'3.5", 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
What are you? You're 5'7.5", are you?
I was 5'8" when we met. I think I'm 5'7" now. I shrunk with both pregnancies. Any tattoos?
I'll let you start that off.
I have a tattoo, yeah. You have to guess
and you
where.
never give any more information than that.
Leave in the comments on Twitter. What do you think my tattoo is and where?
I have
Clue,
a few,
it never sees the light of day.
You're narrowing it down for them. You're making it easy.
Okay, so you talk about your tattoos now.
I have stars on my shoulder. I have a swallow. I have roses and an anchor here. And I have an N on my leg. And I have more planned. I like tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, what happened is I always liked tattoos, and I was like reading books about tattoos and watching shows about it and constantly talking about it, and I was like, just need to bite the bullet and get one.
Yeah.
And then I just did it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
After a lot of research and stuff, I figured out what I wanted, but I think looking back, I'd far more regret if I never got one, because I was kind of too worried about being happy with the design forever. But yeah, that's what we have. I'm thinking of a wolf one for my next one, an old traditional wolf. What do you think?
I think so.
Oh, what did you read?
So Gary Trainer does genuinely have a phone just for Twitter. I'm not surprised.
Okay.
At all, because he's on Twitter like a demon. Does that say? There is no saying for how often someone's on Twitter. And then question for Morgan. No, I can't even ask that. I'm actually blushing because I don't know if that's rude or not.
I can't even tell if that's rude or not.
I don't know. From Gary Trainer, I follow him on Twitter. I don't think I've met him face to face or personally. And that question, that's probably rude. And I'm blushing, so I'm not reading it. What does Liverpool need to do in the transfer window? Hope that's from Chris. Hopefully not take.
Mm-hmm.
It's football talk, so I do not understand that either.
I don't know. I think we have the players. I wouldn't be as worried about the I think we'll get a couple of signings. I think they need to pull together and be committed. I think there's an attitude in Liverpool that like you have the players, but then they just don't work as hard as they should. I don't know. We'll see. This is a question for us to back and forth on Twitter. I need to go look at who's up and who's thinking of moving and stuff like that.
And Jon Snow, do we get a prize for the screen capture thing? Listen, we are still waiting to send our prizes from our slow motorboat challenge. Like they're still all up there. I've started the postcards. I've started writing postcards because I like the postcards to be personal. We have a little tiny treat for everyone that took part. And then once that's took out, I still need to send my hat that I made that somebody won. It's not a rude tweet, trust me. Don't even trust him. No, that's rude. That's rude right there. I'm gonna have that. Yeah, because now my blushing has made me roasted. Any piercings? Just my ears.
You have yours.
Yeah. Favorite show?
Oh, what's your favorite show?
Oh, I have a lot of shows that I like to watch. I haven't got a favorite one. I like called Midwife, Orange Is the New Black, Pretty Little Liars, Vampire Diaries.
What was it, Grimm you were watching?
Grimm, yeah, I liked Grimm.
You've been watching a lot of shows these days.
Netflix.
I think I don't have a favorite show right now. Big Bang Theory is probably my favorite, actually. So I've been watching that and the new Daredevil and Flash and what else? Yeah, we've been watching Orange Is the New Black.
Geeky Irish Vlogs forgot about the slow motorboat challenge. Well, when we meet up, I got your DM. I'll DM you back after this. But when we meet up, you have to slow motorboat challenge for our vlog, and we aren't gonna slow it down. So you have to do it in slow motion in real time. What about you? Your favorite show? Did you say that?
Yeah, probably Big Bang Theory.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's funny when Big Bang Theory comes on, the Bare Naked Ladies theme always gets Robin popping.
Yeah.
She's like going.
I shared it so much when I was pregnant with her. Favorite song? I like, say this month, one of my favorite songs for this month. I probably still, right now, it's still the whole soundtrack from 50 Shades of Grey. I like it, yeah, I like that.
Do you want to, like, I've seen that.
I don't want to buy it, no, I've got it on my phone, I downloaded it legally. On my phone. What about you, your favorite song?
My favorite song is at the moment. What have I been listening to? I've been listening to podcasts more than music. Lots and lots and lots of podcasts. Anybody who doesn't listen to too many podcasts or doesn't listen at all, you should check out Radiotopia. They're like a group of podcasts, and every one of the shows is good. Like if you just kind of search Radiotopia in iTunes or online, there's loads of really good, like This American Life, and there's loads of them. You should check them out. That's what I listen to in work, is pretty much just all podcasts these days. What happened is I had all my music collection as MP3s on the computer, but then I wanted to re-import them as better quality files. It's raining.
So, rain.
The only way I knew that I'd re-import everything is if I deleted my whole music collection, and I deleted it and I never re-imported it. So I only have maybe like 20 CDs on the computer. So I need to go through and bring everything back again.
So who is our favourite from Geeky Irish Vlogs? Who is our favourite and hated character on Orange Is the New Black?
I don't like Piper at all.
No.
Not from day one, I've been like...
Yeah, nah. we were only speaking about this today. My favourite characters are Red from the kitchen. I think that's how I would be. If I was a chef in a prison, if I was in a prison in general, I think it would be Red from the kitchen. I like Crazy Eyes, Suzanne. And, the Italian one. We kind of have the same
We have the same three favourites.
And then my two hate Piper. Don't like her. I just like, I would punch her face if I was a violent person. And if I was in a women's prison. And the new one on season 3, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she just looks like you'd catch something saying hello to her. Don't like her at all. Very opinionated on that. And Susan's asked, so Morgan chose Puma gear for his birthday half. What do I have in mind for my half to spend? So for anyone that might not know or that didn't see the vlog, for Morgan's birthday, Susan, a good friend of ours via the internet, sent a cash gift to us for Morgan's birthday and my birthday. So Morgan got his birthday present. I haven't yet, but I am planning on spending my half on some new shoes. My mom got me some shoes, but she got them like in a charity shop. But they're like the most comfiest walking shoes. But the actual website from where they're from is on the bottom sole. So I'm going to go on the website, order some shoes from the website, and get a new work tunic. I want to get like something seasonal for work. So I'll probably get something autumn style uniform. So that's what I plan on spending my half. Thank you very much, Susan.
I've been looking for you for the tunics, and they've been hard enough to find. Lots of floral prints, loads and loads of floral prints, but you're kind of looking for something a bit quirkier, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm looking for just, themed.
Yeah.
So, your favorite quote?
I don't know what my old one was.
Let's get your old one.
My old one was Dare to Dream, then Dream Again. That was actually a friend of mine's quote from a poetry book. And it's based on like it's the old Dare to Dream quote, but he kind of took it further. So I like that. I think kids need to know that be encouraged to dream, and if things don't go their way, to not be afraid to keep dreaming anyway. Like not everything's going to happen. Everybody has disappointments in life, but that shouldn't discourage you from actually dreaming and wanting something.
Victoria's tweeted us a picture saying we have a new viewer. I knew Morgan would love that little doggy. Hi. Woof, woof, meow.
I love dogs. I love cats.
I think my quote, probably something I say in the nursing home a lot, which is slow and steady wins the race. Because when the residents are trying to rush, I was like, there's no rush. Slow and easy does it. Because they're old, and I think sometimes a lot of them feel they have something to prove by going really quick, and that's how broken hips happen. So I kind of just say slow and easy. I'm in no rush. Or sometimes I think they feel they need to kind of walk quick to kind of help you, or to get from A to B quicker so that it's easier for you. And I'm just like, we have nowhere to go. I'm just like really easy going. We're gonna like take your time. So slow and easy wins the race. That would be my favorite quote. Quality that you look for in a partner.
Honesty for me is the big thing. That'd be the number one thing.
Loyalty.
I think loyalty and honesty are kind of coupled together. What do you think? That would be my big one.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
You don't even get a chance to anymore. Like, the kids monopolize your time.
In the morning, I kind of I get up with Morgan, and then it's kind of by the time I wash and dress the kids, start out their breakfast, then I'm trying to like clean through the bottom tier of the house as quick as possible before my mom comes. Even though it's not expected, my mom won't care if she came in and the house was a pigsty, like, won't make a difference, but I just like to have it neat and have their lunches ready for when I go to work. So that's my hair is always like, whoa. The hair is the last thing to do as I'm going out the door.
I think in fairness to you, I really touched on it earlier, like, Neen is beautiful naturally. She doesn't put makeup and stuff on. So like, if anybody's waiting on anybody, it's you waiting on me to kind of be locked up. Like, if we're going out, it's me locking up and stuff and kind of getting things ready. Because I think at maximum, you probably spend 20 minutes at most, getting ready. What do you think?
I think so. Jesus. Geeky Irish Vlogs have questioned a dark one. If you could kill one person right now and not be punished for it, who would it be? All the pedophiles.
Every one of them.
Every single one of them. Not just one of them. All the pedophiles out there.
It did get fairly dark fairly quickly.
Oh yeah, I answered mine quickly.
I can jump onto yours.
Yeah, I'm done. Do it, no problem. I feel bad to get punished. That did get dark. Actually, that got really serious. I'm going to move on to it. What's your turn on?
Go on.
Well, TMI, it's your question there.
I really, really, really get turned on by ladies wearing flower and bird tops. Predominantly navy ones with blue and white and light blue flowers. And you can't tell, but I really like tartan pajama pants.
Maureen, I was sitting down for a reason. I look dressed. You can't tell from the waist down that I'm in my pajamas. Yeah.
Long, half-dried, wavy brown hair really does it for me too.
My turn on is just 6'3" / maybe 4 Irish guys in Irish jerseys.
You haven't narrowed that down at all.
With nothing on from the waist down. That's just a normal Irish football match here. What are your favorite US brands of candies and treats?
We're lucky. So I lived in the States for 10 years, and so we came back. There was no American stuff over here at all. And every time family members would come over, they'd bring Hershey's Kisses and Tootsie Rolls. And what else would there be? Those are the two main ones. But we can get a lot of the little bits and pieces now. But I think Hershey's Kisses we
get them for a high price.
Very high price. Like it's American import stores, and the odd thing. Some of the brands are being reproduced in England as well. You know, some of the American brands. But I think you like Twinkies, don't you?
No.
Not anymore?
No, I tasted them once. I didn't like them. I like Reese's Pieces and anything Reese's-y. I also like, I don't think it's American, but white fudged covered pretzels.
Oh, you got an American pack of those. Remember we got them sent over.
Flips. Is it flips? I don't know. Question from Morgan. Your favorite Go United player of all time? In brackets, not rude.
And the other one was still rude. Favorite Go United player? Oh, it has to be Tommy King. Tommy King is Neen's cousin. Well, what would he be? It's like cousin / uncle. You know, it's not uncle, but you know, cousin it would be. Yeah, because I know he was older there.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time with them when I was young.
But even before I knew that he was related to me, it's just that cross in '91, that cross to Glenn. Just have you seen that on YouTube? I don't think there's ever been a better cross in front of the goal than his in that match. I don't know. What do you think, Gary? Who's your favorite, and what do you think of that cross? That alone. I have a soft spot for Chick DC too. But let me think. What did you get another one?
Yes. That's Geek Nerd vlog. Wait, listen, I was gonna buy you coffee when you come to Galway. I don't know about that right now. A light question. If there was one person you could have sex with, with your partner's permission, who would it be? No threesomes. I'm glad that window's open because it is roasting. So now, Morgan, I'm very interested to know this. It's a wet night to be sleeping outside. I refuse to answer that. You can answer it away now.
I have no answer.
He's trying to look at that. Look at your face.
Look at your face.
Don't tickle me. A turn off.
I'll let you. I'll answer it, but I'm trying to think. I don't like smoking and littering.
sexual turn off. Now that I know that, I will not smoke fags and litter all over the bed now.
That could be considered a sexual turn off.
Yeah.
What about you?
Smell? You never smell. But I would presume smell. Something stinky.
Yeah.
Mm.
Does that cover like people in town too?
Covered everyone. Yeah.
You don't like?
I don't know. I don't mind, like, you know, a little bit of a. It's a hot day. I've just read here, and you smell a bit. I don't mind a man smelling like, you know, a bit sweaty, but yeah, I don't like definite stinky BO. Have you ever been in a physical fight?
You've been in a couple, haven't you?
I was gonna like just go under the radar on that one. Never started any of them.
She always finishes them.
Yeah. No, when I moved to England, I was in England for a year. I went from an all-girls Catholic school where your skirt had to be below your knee. Anyone that knows Galway knows the Mercy, below the knee, to a multicultural school where no one told me it was the fashion to wear your skirt up your arse. And on my first day, I was Irish, and I arrived with the skirt to my knee, and they saw me coming. And like, not just like teasing, it was an actual physical. Someone just like attacked me on my first week and told me that I was talking or looking at their boyfriend. Then she had steel cap boots, and I got battered. But that got rectified very quickly. Heather Rock was her name. She was a cow in all senses of the word. Really wound me up now. But it got sorted out in the end.
I've never needed to be in a fight.
Okay, then.
I'm 6'4". Nobody bothers me.
We are missing our UK treats since we've been in the USA. We should set up a swap of treats. Yes.
What are you missing? Leave some comments about what you're missing.
England. I'm thinking like
it's predominantly a lot of the same stuff.
Maybe Cadbury's chocolate Walker's crisps. Let us know what you're missing.
Neen's mom is originally from Manchester, and she really misses Greg's pasties.
Greg's pasties.
So, is that one of yours?
English, Scottish viewers out there.
They're really good.
They're so good.
Who goes to Greg's and gets a sandwich? Don't they sell sandwiches now and wraps and things?
Yeah, I don't know. You get a pasty.
You get a pasty.
If there's one place or one person in the world who would like to visit or meet, where and who?
We mentioned before, I'd really like to bring the kids to Disneyland. Like proper Disneyland, as in not having to worry about a budget, just like they'd say, okay, we're just going to splash out, we're not going to worry about it, bring them over to Florida or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I really like to do. I'd love to have like some freelance job at some stage, you know, like if I was to publish a book or something and just put all of that money into a killer holiday for everybody.
Yeah.
I'd love that. I think once the kids are old enough, we're just going to have to just do it. And I've been listening to a lot of kind of things with Barack Obama lately. I think he'd be good crack to me. You know,
oh, I said hello to Michelle. She's really cool.
So do you know how Hillary Clinton is going to be going for election?
Yeah.
What do you think of Michelle? There was a suggestion that she could either be the vice president or go for the presidency herself a term or so after Hillary may go for it. I think she'd be good.
I think she'd be very good.
I'd prefer Michelle over Hillary. What do you think?
I do. I like Michelle over Hillary.
I really like Barack Obama. I think
didn't Bill Clinton, didn't their daughter have a child recently? Or I don't know. You see, I read magazines and work. But a lot of the times those magazines are years old, so I'm only catching up on like kind of. I was only looking at Prince George's christening photos last day. Like I am just, I'm slow off the mark. Okay. Jeannie Macromully, the last person that I talked to, I'm gonna do via phone. Um, let's see. Oh, I have a message from her actually. It was my friend Dawn, and she said, "You look." Oh, I met her today. She said, "You look gorgeous and funky today." So I said, "Haha, I was going for the tired and bloated look." And she was like, "Oh goodness, seriously, you look fab." Yeah. So that's who I last spoke to.
Let's see, who did Vinny. Yeah.
Go United stuff.
Go United stuff.
You can always tell when Morgan's looking at his phone and I'm talking or I'm saying, can you do this? Can you pass me that? And there is no communication. It's something to do with fucking Go United.
We're all volunteers. We all have angry spouses at home.
Well, I'm only now getting angry after how many years?
A good few years.
After a good few years now, and it's only because of
Molly came up.
different things.
Hello.
Say hi, Molly. Hey, Molly.
She's been sitting in front of us on a mat. I got her a mat, and it's a feeding mat, so it's something you're supposed to put in the kitchen under their food. But I got it for her to lie on because she's only a small dog. She loves it. She absolutely loves it. She's so happy when she gets, because we have kind of tiles and wooden floors, so there's no warm carpet for her. So now she has that carpety kind of mat.
Chris and Ashley have said they'll totally meet us in Disney.
Cool.
I'd love to go over and see them. But that second bedroom is going to be used up very soon. There's going to be no room for us four arriving on your doorstep.
That would be so much fun, though. It would be chaotic.
I would just love it. I'm so super, super excited for you guys. And I want to just.
She's not joking. Like,
no, like
when you Skype, she will probably hug the computer.
I'm just like super excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to show it to you. I've been knitting free and everything, so. Yay! Wait, can I say it?
No.
No.
But it's not shit, but like it's not our place.
Yeah, it's not our place. Okay. I'm not going to then.
Keep it cryptic.
Favorite piece of jewelry?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, my wedding ring. Yeah.
Ring power.
That kind. Do it again.
I left you hanging now. You look like a fool.
Molly will get in there.
And then apart from the wedding ring, I think I'm not wearing it. It's upstairs. My Morgan got me a gold cross for my 30th. I took it off because Obi kept yanking on it, and he wasn't just pulling the chain; he would twist it, and it would keep getting around his little finger. And then I'd be trying to put him down, and it was just I could see his finger being pulled off. So, but Morgan got me just a very plain gold cross, which I'd wanted for my 30th. And that was really nice because I spent my 30th on my back for the whole day. I was overdue. What was I? How many days? No, I wasn't overdue. No, I was overdue.
You were due the 21st. Remember, they pushed it back, so you were 3 or 4 days over.
And every time he moved was agony. So that's how I spent my birthday. In bed eating mint arrow.
Lots of mint arrow, yeah.
Molly could be her friend. Actually, Geeky Irish Fox, who are your favorite characters in Orange is the New Black? Well, I want to thank you all that's still here watching us.
Comments
and
still people
viewers.
Around.
Thank you very much. We were because I think we're just we're so boring. I think that's how we feel.
You're not boring. I'm boring. I'm pretty boring.
Together, I think we're pretty. We don't drink, we don't smoke, we don't go clubbing, or is it called clubbing? We don't go out clubbing. Do your clubbing noise.
That's what we look like in a club, so I don't think we'd be welcome even if we wanted to go.
Was there any comments on your side?
I've been reading through them. I think it's predominantly because Twitter's what's working. Twitter's what people are using.
You can go over there because you were roasting me out.
Oh. Okay.
Favorite chat line?
Do we have any shadow plants? Don't we not?
I must get your number off you sometime.
When you already had it.
Well, I already
And I
had
knew
it.
she already had it because I saw it on her phone.
I took it from a friend's phone. I had it, building up the nerve to kind of get in touch with him via text message. And yeah, he saw it, but I didn't know he saw it. So I was like, oh, let's get your number off you sometime. And there was like a big Morgan and his number underneath. Yeah, so I was smooth. Oh, Geeky Irish Vlog, love Red too because they just love Kate Mulgrew. They've met her a few times. She's a lovely person, and they hate Piper too.
I don't know. Just
I find it
Piper
weird. Like she's like
isn't-
the lead character, and yet she's not likable. I don't know. I don't know why so many lesbians there would be after her. I'm not a lesbian, but I wouldn't be interested in her
So who would you be interested in?
as a lesbian.
Yeah. In the World of Orange is the new book.
The chef. I'd get fed well. My dinner would be nice. There we go. If you were a lesbian, who would you be interested in? Yeah, me and Red.
That's too far of a stretch for me. It's there. Look at this.
The last time you were insulted.
In work, wouldn't that be for you?
No, I'm insulted at work.
No.
I don't count when residents.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
like, no, they have dementia. They don't mean it.
Right.
I hope they don't think I'm the whore of this and the whore of that. I would probably have to go for St. Patrick's Day for me.
Yeah, that's the big one, yeah.
St. Patrick's Day, when that fella turned round and called me a dirty old whore. Whatever about the dirty, whatever about the whore, but did he have to add in the old bit, the old? Like, oh.
That's a funny
That did,
story,
like, and, you might think the owl bit was the bit that got to me. I was like,
you're not old. You haven't aged at all.
Don't even mind. That guy was probably around 25, but he looked 40.
He's a big bald fella.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, bald, lip quivering, because as soon as Morgan stood up, his lips started quivering. I was like, I thought he was going to cry. Anyway, what about you? Last time you were insulted?
I've never been insulted. Can you think of any time I've been insulted?
Yeah.
When?
When you were a young teenager about your lips.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm completely forgetting about, like, junior years. Molly's got her something about my hair. I got told by a family member that my lips look the way they look because I have herpes, and that's what's causing it. And I was told that when I was like, what would I have been, like 12 or 13? I do not have herpes.
Yeah, no.
I don't even get cold sores. I do not have herpes. My lips look like that because that's my face. And anybody who just is sitting next to a 12-year-old right now, don't tell them they look like they have herpes. It doesn't go down well. This is just my face.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Morgan, do you write or just animate? I've always wanted to animate, but never been good enough at art or computing.
Well,
you write as well.
I write as well, yeah. I haven't had the break that I want having like books written or anything yet, like published.
But you have a lot of children's books written, like.
Yeah, I'm still trying. I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to just keep trying and trying and trying, and hopefully I'll get something published one of the days. Time
for a duet. Let Geeky Irish Vlog pick the song and show them how spontaneous the Irish are. We have 10 viewers. If I start singing, those 10 are going to go down to 0. You want to pick a song? Pick a song. Depending on how many sweets I can get in me. So.
I haven't checked my Twitter
favorite food?
I'm a demon for your chili.
Homemade chili. I don't care. I'm not even going to be modest about it. I make a good chili.
What's your
Everyone's
favorite
invited.
food?
Probably my homemade chili. I suppose when I'm not well, my mum's homemade chicken soup. I know you don't like chicken soup, but
There's not many foods. I don't like broccoli, throw a boiled whole chicken in a pan soup. I don't like that.
I like my chili and I like chicken soup. Morgan, would you like to make our vlog's new intro? There you go. Talk to him about it when you're off.
I can't make any promises about anything because I have absolutely no time for anything. I don't even draw anymore. It's crazy.
You haven't drawn
It's depressing.
in a long time.
I want to draw. I draw all day and work.
Okay, the song should be I Like Big Butts. What the hell are you trying to say right there? You sing that with Obi.
Yeah.
You can take
I
it
sing
away.
with Robin too. Like we all sing.
Like Ross from Friends.
Oh, I love that episode.
Yeah.
Ross and Rachel singing to the baby.
I like Big Butts. Like
They were signing them off for their parenting skills. I thought that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed that. That was funny.
Obi loves a bit of big butts.
He likes him some Beyonce.
He loves him some Beyonce. Yeah.
He definitely has he likes the dark-haired ladies. And as soon as Beyonce comes on that screen, he doesn't even look at me. He just looks at Morgan and he gives this smile like to say, you know.
He does look at me. He looks at me
like
for
he gives Morgan
approval.
a real pervert kind of a smile like, yeah, I know you're feeling me, Dad. And then he'd be like, say if he's in the bouncer, to like look at Morgan, smile, and then he starts doing this like real happy bounce when Beyonce comes on the telly. A book you're currently reading?
I'm reading a making of book, an animation book on a making of Peanuts. You know Charlie Brown, the Peanuts TV specials. It's really, really good. I'm only kind of, where am I? I'm in the early 50s now, and they're talking about the first couple of TV specials. So The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown Christmas, and All Star Charlie Brown, I think, the baseball one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm reading at the moment.
I haven't been reading, but the last book I read a few pages on was by Carly Hughes, who was Wesley in the Princess Bride movie. If you've not seen it or you don't know what I'm talking about,
stop watching the vlog.
Go check it out. It's like my favorite movie, and basically it's like his kind of autobiography behind the scenes of that movie with never before seen pictures and stuff like that. So it's called As You Wish by Carly Hughes, and that's what I was reading. But yeah, so have you guys seen The Princess Bride?
You read back in the day when we used to spend way longer on our phones than our parents would like. You read the whole Princess Bride book to me.
Over the phone, yeah.
I thought it was the whole one. It ended up that she skipped bits she didn't like.
You know, like I'd read it, but then there was like some bits I'd be like, oh, we can just skip that for Morgan.
So yeah, found out years later I hadn't actually been read the entire book.
Yeah. Hooligans, it's funny you mentioned Disney would be the ultimate sponsor earlier for me. It's Penguin or similar. I'd love to publish.
Penguin are great. We've got loads of Penguin books.
Yeah.
I've sent stuff to Penguin. Penguin Ireland or somebody I was hopeful of getting.
Yeah. I really like Little Tiger Press.
Little Tiger. If anybody doesn't know, I'll see if I can grab one. Little Tiger Press have these really, really good books. I love everything they do.
Good night, Gary Trainer, who's going to bed now.
Night, bud.
It is like nearly 12:30, you know. Live wild, staying up this late with us.
Okay, so these are little Tiger Press books that Robin has, and they're really, really good. So if anybody has small kids or has a family member that's pregnant or something, get these. They're my first lift and learn. They're called like my first books, my little Tiger Press. But Robin uses them, and I think she knows as much as she knows because you've spent so much time with these books. Pretty much. What do you think?
Yeah.
She can count. She can say her ABCs. She knows colors. She knows animals. She knows every body part. And it's just from practice with Neen and these books and a few other things. So yeah, Little Tiger Press are great. I love them.
I am tired. So, what was the other thing? Just when you said that there, what age do we plan on sending our kids to school?
I'd say as late as possible. Not early anyway.
No. I know at some stage she'll be doing like a morning a week maybe of like Neen or play school for like the hour, just to get her used to the actual environment. But I'm just like holding on to her as long as I can. And as well, like she knows, like she's 2 at the end of July. Yeah, she can say her ABCs. She can count to 10, and she started counting backwards from 10. Started a small bit of Irish with her. She can't talk in Irish, but she can repeat things that I've said to her. But she knows in her Irish book like what muture is, and stuff like that. So, and she knows she's getting better with her colors. She knows every single body part. She knows every animal and what noise they make. So she's doing really well. So I'm just like happy to keep schooling her a bit at home.
Yeah.
Before we send her off.
Because like I mean, you can have like 3.5, 4-year-olds nearly going to school here. Isn't it like kids that have just turned 4 and start school?
Good night to Geeky Irish Blogs. Thank you for watching and being with us. And we'll DM you about meeting up. That will be fun.
Okay.
So I think actually it could be our bedtime. Not our bedtime, but our time to kind of turn off because I've edited the vlog, but I've not uploaded it. So that needs to be uploaded. Today's vlog.
I want to play some video games.
We're wants to play You Wish You's World. Where is it?
It's under the remote. We have this on Wii U, Yoshi's Woolly World. So I got it for something for Neen and I to play together. Picture Neen Crochet.
Yeah.
And Neen's like, I'm not really interested, but I'm going to pretend I love you. And I'm getting overexcited about it because I like playing video games with you.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. And it came with one of these guys there. He's up on the shelf, so I can't get him, but they have a little toy amiibo Yoshi as well.
And tomorrow we'll be getting the editing kind of underway for Vlogger of the Week for Monday.
We haven't fully decided yet.
No.
We've got a short list.
Yeah, so go and have a watch. And
yeah. There's just so many people.
So many. I'm sure at one point everyone's going to get it, like, but yeah.
That's the hard thing. There's so many people. We have like a big long list. Like any of them are deserving. But then it's kind of just when we're looking through stuff, who hits us at that moment.
Yeah.
Jeez, we really liked that vlog. We really liked that couple of ones. We really liked something that happened.
Yeah.
And then that's what is the deciding factor.
I think so. So yeah, thanks everyone that's been watching us. I don't like it keeps moving, so I can't see. Will you check on the other one? The Scottish people here. Sorry, message. I'm just reading the comments actually on the screen now. I think we had everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Dan was on it. What's up? Yeah. So I'm checking Twitter. Oh, Neen Crochet. You should definitely look into the Squilga book animations because they're in short supply and more need to be published.
They do. There's more now than there was. It's pretty good. Chris Houghton's stuff, do you know his like a bit lost? Those have been republished in Irish. If you're looking just to get something to starting point, look into his So
Chris, say his name again. Chris.
I can't pronounce it. Chris Houghton.
Yeah.
He's my favorite Irish illustrator, I'd say. Him and Oliver Jeffers, but Chris edges it for me. And his books are just fantastic.
I find though, when you look for a lot of the Irish books, they're not that well illustrated. You know, the actual Gaelic books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the reason is they don't pay people enough to do them, so they get illustrators at the beginning of their careers and give them hard jobs to do and don't pay them that much and don't give them a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's from ages ago or not. From Kelly and Ross. Hey, I don't know if you're just on now or whether that's an old message, but hello. Good night, Gary. So, yeah.
Do you want me to see before if there's anything else here?
So we've answered a lot of questions.
We got sent so many. It's crazy.
Like, thank you all so much for kind of taking time and watching it with us. That just
went from 14 to 26 comments. So
what?
I think we refresh. Yeah, you already said about say, hey, hi Ross. We just saw that there. I think we've gone through this. What the hell?
What?
Somebody just asked if we hate black people. We don't look like redneck kind. Okay, let me read the rest of this.
I have a question. I am black and I want to know, do you hate black people? You guys don't look like, by the way, I'm not racist.
No, we do not hate black people.
No, we do not hate black people in the slightest.
We are all about equality. No, not even in the slightest.
No, not in the. Like the great thing about Galway is it's becoming so multicultural.
It's the best.
There is like so many cultures, and it's brilliant. Like
when I went to school, because I had like a group in America for a few years.
Yeah.
I was like the weirdo in the class because I had lived in a different country, and that wasn't that long ago. And now there are so many different ethnicities in the school, and it's making Ireland and Galway a much, much, much better place.
Yeah.
Like it's so much better. No, we love everybody. We welcome all nations to Galway.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think, did I say? No.
It came out of nowhere.
No, I don't know, maybe were you tuned in on if something got taken out of context? I don't know.
Let us know if
let us know
if you want to follow up on that
yeah.
question. I'd love to have a chat with you about it.
No, we absolutely
not at all.
Don't hate anyone.
No. There's no racism here. I think we wouldn't tolerate anything like that with the kids.
No.
That would be stamped out immediately.
Ellie Robinson, good night. And yes, definitely, we will stop a chat soon. I'd love to chat with you. You're really quirky and funny. I love watching you guys.
I'm going to go back to these comments.
I'm in shock over that one. That woke me up.
Pirate and Cheese Go.
Hi, Sharon. I don't know if you're still with us, Sharon, but hi. Who is still with us, actually? I would love, do you write or just do questions? I would absolutely love to know who is still watching with us. So if you can tweet me whether you're still watching or comment below, tell us that you're still watching. That would be great. We have loads of Irish books, etc., but considering they're Irish folklore, I don't feel the animation reflects the story. That's true too.
But what? There's a company in Spittle that are doing Irish books as well.
Oh yeah, have they seen oh, what's the cave room? Oh, I know that's kind of.
I'm gonna.
Morgan's googling it because it is.
Which one are you thinking of?
The book that you brought for Robin. I know that was in English, but is that an Osquelga cartoon? Agam, Agam.
Oh, Egamagum.
Igamagam. Is that Irish?
They do it in Irish. They do broadcast it.
The stories are so beautiful, but the animation isn't up there on the same level on TV. It's fantastic, but doesn't translate to book. Yeah. Oh, you should show that.
Yeah, I want to see if I can find the Irish one.
Hello, the Brassfields. Thanks, Victoria, for staying with us. That was yeah. I'm still in shock.
About what?
I like comment.
I think that's a good thing. I mean, we don't really see much of any racism these days in Ireland. It's really kind of you see much of it. It's
I don't
there,
see it. It has to be there, but
it's there, but it's not tolerated anymore. So it wouldn't play any part in our day-to-day lives hearing people being racist to one another. What do you think? I don't come across it anyway. I've never in the animation industry or even in like with my dealings with like the football club and stuff. Like with Galway United, it's a zero tolerance policy. Like if anybody was to shout any racist abuse at a player on the pitch, everybody around them in the crowd would stop, would like shut it down immediately. It's not tolerated anymore, which is really good.
Hello, Susan and Ross. I've been watching Small Steps kind of every day. I catch up with your vlogs, and they're such like lovely people, Kelly and Ross. But I love how on the vlogs you can just see how close Ross is to his kids. It's so sweet. It's really nice.
I've been enjoying those too. It's fun just taking a break from vlogging and watching other people.
Yeah.
You start to remember why you're into vlogging so much. It's just from watching people.
Yeah. So they're really cool too. Anyone that's still watching, if you haven't checked out the Daily Small Steps, check them out. They have a son called Wyatt, who is 10 days older than Obi, I think. He's so cute. I just want to like pinch his face. In a loving way, not in a like nasty, creepy way. We did a live hangout with them last week. I can't remember. Time just does not go well with me at the moment. And I think I could have like scared that child.
Sorry, I'm.
He's looking for this artwork where.
I'm looking for some of it's Walker Books that have published some Irish speaking versions of Chris Houghton's books.
Victoria says she's loving the live question answer. It's nice to see Irish vloggers. Her granny was from Ireland, so I love Ireland. Have you ever visited Ireland, Victoria?
Well, what part was your granny from?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to know. Ireland, I would recommend anyone that might be thinking about taking a trip. Ireland is a lovely place to come. More importantly, Galway. It was a nice place to come. Dublin's the city, and like there's lots to see in Dublin.
Dublin is
but it can be
definitely
too
well worth
busy.
a visit.
Yeah. Galway is like really the place.
Chillax.
The place to go. We back Galway. Yeah, it's nice. It's like it's not country, but it's not in your face busy either.
I just saw something terrifying.
I just don't even want to see that.
Look at this.
I can't.
I was checking comments on Twitter. I don't know. Terrifying geese.
Do they have teeth? They have teeth.
That's crazy.
Oh no.
We'll see another one. Janie Max.
Holy Jesus.
That's some. Oh, there you go. Look, Neen, if we angle it like that.
I see it. Why would anyone want?
Look at that.
It's not the geese's fault, but why would somebody want to get that close to take a photo?
Yeah,
they have to have done something to get the geese looking that evil.
These are modern day dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay.
No, didn't like that at all.
Say Pepe was saying she wanted us to know that she'd love to see Galway nearby when you're out walking.
Oh, wait till you see today's vlog.
Yeah.
We actually film a lot of the town, the city square area. So You like it?
I keep waiting for it to be kind of nice weather that would guarantee, so I can kind of just disappear for the day with maybe just grab Robin and go off with her and just film loads of Galway because it's beautiful. I need to film more in the country when I'm going out.
Victoria has never been to Ireland, but she'd love to since she has roots here.
Oh, you definitely should. Yeah. It's well worth it.
That's for sure.
Did she say what part her granny was from?
I think the Daily Small Steps should visit Galway.
I think so.
Yeah.
There you go. Invite sent out.
Invite is there now when you come in. Kelly here at 12:42, still here, and Ross watching on the phone.
12:42. Oh my gosh.
I want a photo of Ross and you both watching separately. There you go now.
That was like us. We were watching Dan's epic vlog the last day. I was downstairs in the kitchen, and were you up on the jacks, or were you?
I was not on the toilet. I was in bed.
Okay, but Neen was upstairs. I was downstairs.
I was in the bath first of all, but I didn't exactly message that to Dan. But now everyone can know I was in the bath watching him, and then I was in bed.
Don't worry, it's not live or anything.
No, it's
we'll
not
edit
live,
that bit out.
Fine. Sorry. No, it's fine. We're on the jacks. First of all, call it what it is, a toilet.
On the jacks is a colloquialism in Galway for
toilet.
Yeah. I say it a lot of the time and people don't know what I'm talking about. On the loo.
Were you on the jack? Like I'd be sitting on the jacks watching Dan's epic vlog.
Maybe I'm the only guy, but I usually do my catching up on YouTube and Twitter on the jacks.
Check YouTube comment and see that person comments back that thinks that we hate them.
Oh,
yeah.
I caught it.
Probably not. I was just like, what?
You're still in shock, aren't you?
I am. I'm like going through my head about like what was said that might. I don't know.
Did you read all the questions?
I did.
We've eaten a whole bowl of sweets, Mary.
Oh, so Victoria's granny was from near Cork. Don't know much about Cork though. LOL. You don't need to know nothing about Cork. Galway's the place to be, and that was just for the hooligans' benefit. Because they say no. Daily Small Steps need to come to Cork. The ferry comes directly to us. Makes more sense. I'm trying to steal the Daily Small Steps from us.
They are ours.
Yeah. I think let them go to Cork and let ye come to Galway.
Yeah.
I ain't going to Cork.
Let's just let everybody come to Galway.
I've been to Cork. I've been to the Shandon Tower, and I nearly lost my arse climbing up on that tower. So
that was so funny when you saw the pigeons.
I do not like pigeons, but that kind of cured my fear. I had like a fear of pigeons, and you think the man in the bottom would tell me when you're going to the bell, you have to climb through a pigeon crap infested
little tiny little wooden gaps in the
with loads of pigeons flying around. I was like, and in a maxi skirt.
She was in a skirt climbing through the tower, and there's this little entrance,
and
then there's pigeons all of a sudden going.
It was not.
And you screamed bloody murder.
I had such a panic attack that when I did get to the top, I couldn't look out at the view. I just had to sit down and breathe. And cry. And then coming back down just cured me. Molly, you stink. Please put her down. She's like smelling like heart.
I love the smell of dog.
It's horrible.
It's a brilliant smell.
Yeah.
Anybody with dogs, you're with me on that, right? Dog smell is great.
Dog smell is fine, but she actually smells like she farted.
Well, she probably has farted. That's part and parcel of dog smell.
We need a holiday anyways. We'll go to both. Funny, Neen Crochet. Cork's the real capital, like. Yeah, we went to Cork. We went to
Wildlife Park, yeah.
Wildlife Park, and I met up with a Stitch group in Cork. They were very rude altogether. They weren't nice, and we stayed in what hotel did we stay in?
Oh, we stayed in the Maldron, but apparently they've completely redeveloped.
Well, we
So-
stayed in there. They were a dive.
I don't know. I think we might have got a dodgy room.
We got like the smoking corridor
We got like a smoky room, even though there wasn't supposed to be any smoke.
with a grave.
Next to a graveyard. Like you look out the window and there's a graveyard
It was
there.
like a giant statue of Our Lady looking in her window.
There was no hot water at all. And when we asked for hot water, they were like put out that they.
They kept saying to me, just keep the tap running, it will heat up. And the tap was running for like an hour.
So there's no hot water, and we eventually got
Lipstick
moved.
on our glasses when we got in.
Yeah.
And there was something else like a burn mark, an iron burn mark on our pillow.
Hmm.
And the whole reason we booked that hotel is because you had booked for me to have a spa treatment in their spa. And when we got there, we told their spa was closed.
And I checked beforehand, like.
But then we got moved rooms and it was fine.
But didn't we get moved rooms the next day?
The next day, yeah.
So we'd already stayed one night in that room with no hot water.
And the Virgin Mary looking in.
So it was creepy.
And
The second room was grand.
oh, where we were was like the it was like the pipes for the kitchen. So first thing, like 5 in the morning, like when the oven was turned on or something, it all went rattling into our room. Yeah.
I won't go back there.
And I got lost, and I asked somebody who was definitely from Cork. I'm sorry, but the accent where this was, and then he was like, I'm not from Cork. I was like, he's from Cork. He just didn't want to tell us where to go. But you have fantastic wool shops.
Oh god, yeah.
Well, what was the
And a
name
great
of
football
it?
team. Cork, what you call it, Cork City are Go United fans have a lot of respect for Cork City.
Mm. What was the name of that wool shop that we went to?
I don't know.
Oh, Scribes and
The
Scribes and Dives? No.
Kirkonians will know what you're talking about.
Huh? Is that their name?
I think so, am I right? It's Kirkonians. I think so.
Yeah, I'm waiting to find out what's the name of that bookshop, that wool shop. Scribes and
Is it Vibes and Scribes?
Vibes and Scribes, that's it.
Is it like music and books and wool? Or...
Yeah, we went to the
That was a good
craft
shop,
side
yeah.
of things. That was a fantastic place.
There's a couple of them, isn't there? In
Oh my
Cork.
gosh, yeah. The Maldron isn't great. I swear it's bad karma because the building used to be a hospital.
That's it. We were in the old hospital wing as well. We were in the old part, like it was.
It was not nice at all.
If a hotel's gonna be haunted.
I went, and like my friend Dawn is moving back to Cork,
Mm.
and she was like, "Oh, you have to come and visit us," and I was like, "I'm visiting now," because I was like on the bus going back home. I was like, "I'll never go to Cork again." It was like crazy, but I would.
You would, of course.
Oh yeah, definitely would.
Just
But at
won't
the
stay in the
time, I
Maldron.
was just like the Maldron was, but the Shannon Tower was funny.
That I love the Shannon Tower.
We actually have it on
We
one of our
didn't-
vlogs.
Yeah.
I must find that,
An
like
old
an
one, yeah.
really old, back in March. Oh my goodness, when would it have been? We have it anyway.
5 years ago.
All the
or so?
photos and the actual like video of going up the Shannon Tower.
Is that coupled with the photo wildlife one? Or is
Yeah,
that separate?
no, it's coupled.
There was a what was it? There was a lemur with big testicles. Remember that? Did that make
I
into
think
the
so.
vlog?
Oh, it would have. Yeah.
He's just sitting spread legged.
Oh, like Buddha.
scratching himself.
And yeah, bam. I don't even need to hide it. Let's go. Like how Morgan is sitting right now.
I don't even want any more sweets.
There's like a few left.
That was a full pack of sweets. That was just one, right? You didn't double it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did. Was that two?
Vibes and scribes it was.
There you go. That's well worth for anybody going.
We have Neen Crochet tea time. But did Kelly make the tea?
That's the important thing. Who made the tea?
Who made the tea? Kelly or Ross? My money's on Ross.
I think so.
Speaking of tea.
Do you want tea?
I'll wait till we drink from the lab of coffee.
You still have to put the vlog up.
Yeah.
Is it done?
I know we keep saying like, oh, we'll go, but we're just chatting.
Yeah.
The vlog is done. We just have to add the very last clip. That doesn't need editing.
Then that's be
I went trying on clothes today.
Which you should have bought.
Okay. Anyone out there with me? We have 10 viewers. Leave your feedback on Twitter. I tried on a dress, 40 euros. I tried on a top, nearly 40 euros. I should have looked at the price tag first, I know. And then I tried on another kind of a top, which was 26 euros, I think. That was okay, but it didn't have sleeves. So I was like 26 euros for a sleeveless top. So I didn't get any of them. I videoed trying them on.
I haven't seen those videos yet.
No,
I don't think that was bad.
I do. Especially like when you think of what you could buy for 40 euros. Like I could have gotten a top, or we could have gone to the cinema tonight like we did. So cinema wins out.
Yeah.
Date night. We went to see
Big
Holmes.
Macs are great. Mr. Holmes, yeah. With Ian McKellen as aging Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. It's the perfect type of movie for the cinema, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's one that I wouldn't have watched at home.
You wouldn't buy it.
No. I enjoyed it, and I have to say, I like him anyway as an actor.
Neen thinks I'll look like him when I'm older.
Ian, yeah.
Mm.
I do, I really do.
Big ears. My nose will double its size. I'm not complaining, he looks good crap.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody seen him and Patrick Stewart being like Twitter buddies? You should check out their Twitters now.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
Not an awful. No, I can't. I'm stuffed. I'm full of Haribo. It's gone.
It's a shoe.
Haribo and Coke. That's what I'm full of right now. Good job to my gallstones tonight.
I don't think that'll affect you.
No. Now, if I had a piece of beef
With cheese on it.
and a bit of cheese, Jesus, it won't be a fun night at all.
No.
Has any of you ever had gallstone, gallbladder issues? I'm telling you, it's like a pain. Like I'll never be able to describe. You just want to die, literally die during that attack. I guess there have been times when like a bath helps to kind of ease the pain, but there have been times in the bath where I am just like pleading with Morgan to drown me.
That has come up.
You go nuts. It just makes you go nuts. Morgan's making like unicorn things on Molly.
She's left.
She's just like,
She's like, I've had enough of being poked and fidgeted.
Neen Crochet. Ross made the tea. You know us too well. Knew it. Kelly, you make the next one now. That's only fair.
Are you going to make?
Hey, do I not make my fair share of coffees?
You do. You kind of take the first half of the day, don't you? And I take
Yeah.
the second half.
What did I make you on Friday morning?
I love coffee.
I made him coffee in a takeaway cup so that he could drink it on his way to work, and a fried egg and bacon sandwich for breakfast, as well as his lunch and all that kind of stuff. So now, it's only fair then that when he comes home from work, he becomes my man slave. Not kidding. I think we should call it a night, maybe. What do you think?
I think so. We won't get the vlog done otherwise.
Yeah, I'm getting now tired out. It's not so much the vlog, we're the one get to play his game.
Tomorrow's the main camera night, isn't it? Two of us.
Yeah. We're not going anywhere or doing nothing.
Hopefully when the kids go to bed,
Yeah.
they have their naps at the same time.
They've been really super, super good.
Yeah,
Obi slept. Actually, Kelly and Ross, if you're still watching this, how is the Horlicks going for you and Wyatt sleeping? Let me know. We'll be watching Twitter to find out. Obi slept really, really well yesterday. I gave him Weetabix with formula milk and a tiny little bit of sugar, and he ate it all and went down. Oh, I gave him Cheerios just sprinkled afterwards, dry Cheerios, and he ate his Cheerios, brought him up, brushed his teeth, into bed, and he slept till 6:30 from 9:30.
And he slept after 6:30 as well then. Or no, he stayed awake, but
then he kind of dozed off again.
Yeah.
So that was really, really good. I'm very, very happy.
Hopefully when he starts walking, he'll
we need to actually put a blanket up over Robin's window tonight because I think the light coming in early is starting to wake her up early. And when Obi fell asleep for a little bit after 6:30 this morning, then she woke up. And I just left her talking, but she didn't go back to sleep. She went and picked a Dr. Seuss book and started reading.
She eventually went back to sleep because she slept till 10.
Did she? Oh, so then she did, because I went into her.
No, she slept till 10, remember? You and she woke up at the same time.
I went into her at 7 and took the book off her.
No, she fell asleep after that.
And lay her down and was like, go to sleep. But in a nice way. Well, no, probably not in a nice way. I was like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. So she must have gone back to sleep.
She woke up around the time you did.
What is this? So the hooligan said never gallstones, but I've double.
I haven't heard of colitis.
Colitis, what is that? That sounds like really painful when it's worse than childbirth, and I've been in a fetus position on the kitchen floor. Ooh, I know. Like gallstones, I've been on. Like it just physically, sometimes when that pain comes, and a really bad pain, like with you, and you're just brought to your knees, like literally onto the floor. It's great. Christmas Day night, I'd made red cabbage for Morgan, and not as easy as it sounds. It wasn't just like red cabbage in a pan. It's like
the best ever.
Red cabbage, and I got the recipe from Morgan's aunt because that's who cooks it, who loves cooking it. So I got her recipe, and it's like red cabbage, cinnamon, nutmeg, garlic, onions, apple, and it's slow cooked until it like melts away. Basically, it's just like really lovely. And it was so yummy, and I was really enjoying it. And cabbage is really bad for your gallstones.
It's
and
the
I
worst
found
thing you can have.
after not having it for after not having an attack for 9 months of pregnancy with Obi, I got an attack Christmas Day night, and I ended up down here, lay on the floor because I get overwhelmed in heat, and I just had to lie on the cold floor. So I opened the window and just lay flat, on my tummy on this floor, and you came down and lay with me for an hour.
Yeah.
But I'd already been up 3 hours before that, and then finally eased off, and I was able to go to bed.
It's hard.
But then the next day, you feel like you've been in a physical fight. You're all sore in your muscles and everything. White teething like mad, but it's settling around 9 p.m. and staying down till 7 a.m. Good news, nearly a week without a dummy. Wow, good job.
On both accounts.
Robin is 3 days with no Dodie, but during the day. She still kind of has it at night time. It's her bit of comfort. Bobby hasn't really had the Dodie during the day then.
Not too pushed. No. He has at the odd time, but not much.
It's mad that you upload at this hour. I edit from 8 to 9 and then schedule for the following day at 5:30, so it'll hit the UK market. I still haven't found a routine good enough yet for editing and uploading. Don't know best time to upload. Yeah, I try in the perfect world. This is what I'll edit. First I'll start filming from when we wake up, and then there'll be that break when I go to work, and then film again when I get home. And then I'll have the vlog edited and ready up until Morgan coming home. So then all I have to do is put Morgan's bits in at the end. And we kind of stay up till, well, we usually would stay up till midnight anyway watching telly. But we've been trying to kind of get that so that the vlog's just saving or uploading in the corners during that time that I'm not left working on it. And then like the vlog it's been edited since 6. There's just a clip I want to add in because we went for a date night and my mum and dad came to babysit, so I just have a small clip of them that just has to be shoved in and then it's uploaded.
I can't think of any other time of the day you'd be able to vlog. Like when the kids go to sleep during their nap is the only time, and you've got so much other stuff to do during that time. So
like when they're napping, I'm cooking dinner, so
yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
When they're older, it would be different, I think. But for now, Neen can edit when I'm home, and I can be watching the kids.
We have spoken about like doing the day in advance thing, but
so
far this is working better for us.
I think we'd still end up editing it at night. All we do is just publish something at a specific time.
And I kind of like having, like I was saying, you know, when it's Morgan's birthday on the day, it being like his birthday special or Father's Day special on the day, that kind of thing.
It's nice. I catch up with whatever the kids were doing
that day,
when I'm at work. So I watch it when I come home.
So guys, we are going to say goodnight now, I think, definitely. Thank you so much for
everybody who stayed watching,
being with us.
It's a long old vlog for
the hooligans. You have to post your selfie with us. But yeah, no, that was a long. How long were we? We were from 10:30, and it is now 1.
2.5 hours.
Yeah. So what we did we said like we'd go 2 hours anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really good. We got some funny questions, some
really
rude questions, some really hard questions. Really mackerel. Yeah, that was yeah. So, and I was actually the one that was quite blushy over it. I thought you would be, but no, it was me.
I avoided answering most of the questions. Yeah. I don't know how I managed.
He does always. During like these hangouts or anything like that, I always come across as the talker.
You're the talker, but I'm slithered out of the question.
I'm not really the talker out of the two of us when it's just us.
It's quite controversial.
I don't think I am.
Yeah.
I don't think you're the talker. I'm losing it now. I'm losing the will. It's going to be another. If you vlogging me by the way, Morgan vlogged me yesterday sleeping at the end of the night. Don't do that again. Because at one point, I'm like, I want a drink in my sleep. And you left that in.
Check it out. It's funny.
I had edited it right up to a certain point, and all Morgan had to do was kind of record a nighttime message vlog. So
that wasn't. No, I had to put all the clips up from the second half of the day and edit those.
I don't know, but anyway, I fell asleep, and he vlogged me asleep, and then spoke to me while I was in a sleeping state, and put up the crap that I was talking.
No, the funniest thing is she asked for a drink while she was asleep, and then like just fell back asleep. So when she woke up later, I knew she'd want a drink because she had been asking for it in her sleep. So she woke up and she just looks at me. She goes, "I want a drink." And I had one in my pocket. I had a Capri Sun for her, so I took it out.
No, okay, no, tell the proper story. You didn't take it out. I said, I want a drink in your way. That's the way I said it. I want a drink. And what did you say? No, you want to tell the story. You tell the story properly.
That's not the funny bit I'm talking about.
Well,
the funny bit is like,
no, you have to tell the whole story. They can't. They won't.
She downs the drink and just like throws it on the floor because you're still half asleep.
No,
when it went to bed.
that wasn't the whole story. He made very rude innuendos in my half sleep state. Well, face of a saint maybe, but mouth like the devil. Vlog is rendering, so SD card is in laptop and phone is on charge upstairs. Everything flat. I'm exhausted. Well, guys,
Night, guys.
Good night. Thank you very much for joining us on our first kind of just the two of us Q&A.
Do you want to do it again?
Q&A?
Not a well. What could we do?
Oh, this. Oh yeah, we
The
could
two of
do
us.
something challenging. Yoga's challenge live.
That would be fun.
We definitely would need the Irish to tune in and watch because we need someone to phone an ambulance. You just see a leg and an arm.
I think the yoga challenge, I think the rule should be you have to do it live. You can't edit.
That would be
All your
hilarious.
you can't just edit and put in your successful poses.
No, actually, that should be a challenge for the hooligans. You have to do a Google Hangout, just you and the hubby, live yoga challenge, and daily small steps. You too. I can just know. I would fall in some kind of strange position, and you would just have to go to bed and leave me there because there'd be no movement. Okie dokie.
Night, guys. Thank you for watching.
Right. Yeah, this is fun.
We are so full of sugar.
I'm so ready to sleep. I am.
It doesn't affect you, does it? Sugar and caffeine and stuff.
No, I could sleep on my head now. Not a bother to me.
Night, guys.
Night. Bye bye. Oh, we have to do that. Ooh. Click stop.